Hey, it's Norm Macdonald. It's my first time doing Howard Show on Sirius. I go back to the terrestrial days, but I'm looking forward to it because you can say the H word.
You need that for your repertoire?
Yeah.
All right, man. Good luck.
H-E double hockey sticks.
No, you can just go ahead and say it.
I know, you can say it right. Can I say it right out?
Go for it.
Hell.
All right.
Looking forward to saying hi to Norm Macdonald.
There's Norm. Hey, Norm, long time no see. Good to see you.
You too, baby.
Hey, man. Hey, Norm. Hey, it's good to see you. Here, wait, let me put on my jacket for this big interview.
Oh, really? You have to put on a jacket?
Well, Norm is wearing a jacket, and I'm going to wear a jacket.
Oh, I see.
That's what I'm going to do.
Just asked me where I got this jacket.
What was that?
Yeah, put on his microphone.
Isn't there a mic?
Yell,
Now
yeah.
there's a mic. Now you're on. I'm sorry.
Where is the mic?
It's
in
on
your headphones.
headphones.
It's on your headset.
Oh, it is?
How's that?
On my cans?
On your cans. You've got great cans.
It's like Howard Cosell.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
Artie was just asking me where I got this jacket, and it just occurred to me, you gave me this motherfucker.
Did I? For what occasion?
I asked you if I could have it.
Is that a Howard Stern jacket?
No, it's called Lugs.
Oh,
L-U-G-Z.
yeah. That's right. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hey, you like that jacket? You want another one? Is that what you're looking for?
Is that why you're here?
Norm, I got to ask you.
I sit down, I can't see Artie.
Sit down. Artie
That's why he does that.
Norm, where have you been? That's the main question everyone wants me to ask you.
Are you still working?
Yeah.
No.
He's in movie jail.
I can't tell you how many conversations I've had. You know I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with various people, friends and things like that, who are fans as well.
Uh-huh.
And we go, like, whatever happened to Norm? Like, Norm just kind of like, you kind of went off.
Yeah.
After your divorce, maybe that's what triggered it or whatever.
What?
And you...
He had a couple of TV shows. You knew where he was then.
You had the Norm show. You had the movie you did with Artie.
Yeah.
Everything with Artie.
Yeah.
And but it was almost like you went off and became an actuary or something. Like
What's that word?
Yeah, did you change careers?
What's an actuary?
The guy who does the tables on life expectancy for the insurance companies.
Yeah, you couldn't be more wrong.
Did you retire or did you retire? Did you think of getting out of the business?
When I was with the actuary business?
No, really, what happened to you? Where have you been?
What do you mean, really? You fucking brought up actuary.
No, it's like you're hiding.
And then you're acting like I brought it up.
Why would you bring up a word no one knows what it is?
Yeah, exactly. Why would you?
Why'd you do that?
You did that.
Oh, I did that?
You just said actuary.
I did do that. I would never do that. I always
I
relate
love
to the people.
everything.
No, but Norm, please don't bring up the word actuary. I want to know really what it
like
what is
Edward G. Robinson in Double Indemnity was an actuary.
An actuary.
Isn't that right, Artie?
Listen to me, Norm. Artie's eating, please.
Yeah, don't interrupt.
Don't interrupt. This is his time to eat. Would you say that you did take a sort of a look at your career and just said, "Hey, I want to back off for a while and just
Are you
find..."
reinventing yourself?
Yeah. What's going on, really?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm doing what I always do. I do what I always
You
did.
do
I
your
just
stand up, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you stopped doing like Letterman. I didn't see you anywhere for a while.
Well, if I'm in New York, but I'm never in New York.
So
I just do stand up, right?
Right.
And then sometimes they'll offer me stuff that I'm no good at.
Right.
And then I do that.
Right. All right. So you're out there. You say you are doing
Then I
your
go
thing.
back to doing my stand up.
You know, Gary told me he had a conversation with you in the green room.
Yeah, we had a fucking good one.
Let me see if I can recreate some of that because it sounded interesting to me. He said that you guys started a conversation about some of the guys you did Saturday Night Live with. Spade.
Yeah.
Sandler.
Yeah.
Chris Rock. These kind of guys.
Right.
Are you still in touch with them? And you said, yeah, I'm friendly with them.
Yeah.
But you feel like you can't pick up the phone and call them.
No, yeah. No, there's an interesting dynamic that happens when a guy becomes way more successful and powerful than you are.
Right.
Which is, I don't want to phone out. I love Sandler. I talk to him a lot, but I try to limit it because he gets bugged a lot, you know? He gets
people want
bothered
things
a lot.
from him.
Yeah, people want things from him, so I don't want anything from him. But when I'm talking to him, I feel like he might think I want something from him or something like that.
Right. You're so aware of others' feelings.
Now you're killing him. What the hell are you doing?
I know he's going to slam me when he says some shit like that.
Norm, you just snotted all over yourself.
I can fucking see that one coming.
In other words,
You're a motherfucker.
In other words, you're so in tune.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yes. You're bragging, aren't you? Now, you're saying...
Now, Norm, if there's one thing about Norm is he's very in touch with other people's feelings.
Norm.
I've never seen a reaction like that in here.
Norm, what you're saying, you just vomited on yourself, and you blew snot out of your nose. Norm,
There goes that mic.
what I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
you worry that you'll not be perceived the right way. In other words, you're concerned that you don't want to call up Sandler and say, hey, how you doing? Because he's going to think you want something from him.
I have a very good friendship with Adam, so
Right.
I don't want to affect that friendship badly
Right.
by giving the what do they call it, like politicians, the perception of impropriety.
Right. So
As if I'm looking for something.
So
Fact is, I don't give a fuck if I'm ever in a movie ever.
you don't care about the movies. You did your movie. When you got out of Saturday Night Live, you did the movie Dirty Work. That experience didn't turn you on at all.
I love Dirty Work.
You love doing that.
I think that was a great fucking movie.
Right. So you
What do you
think
mean right? Why you say right? I thought you didn't like it.
I never saw it.
Well, what the fuck are you talking
He
about?
saw Don Rickles.
I'm saying that you love the experience. Why don't you do it again?
Well, because nobody...
It's hard to take a guy seriously after you see boogers flying out of
Wait,
his
is there
nose.
snot coming
No,
out?
no,
of
no,
my
no,
nose?
you're fine. No, you're
You
fine.
cleaned up okay.
So you're going to show that in slow motion and shit?
I love it.
It'll be animated.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying, that there are certain guys. Are there guys who call you all the time and bug you? Are there people who want things from you because you are at the top of the comedy community?
I'm not at the top of
You're
the
not.
comedy community at all.
How long is your set when you go out and do a show? Now, like Chris Rock was in here yesterday. He says, I'm going to see the Norm Macdonald show on Saturday night in Caroline's. He's making a whole night of it.
Right.
He can't wait to go. Will that make you nervous to know that Chris is in the audience?
No.
That doesn't. You're so seasoned at this thing, you know what to do.
Nah, I just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I don't care if I bomb or kill. Nothing
You don't.
matters to me.
It doesn't matter to you, but this is your career. This is the chosen path you've gone down. What do you mean it doesn't matter to you? Of course it matters. I'm
How
not
could
flying
it
into
not
that.
matter?
You love when you do well on stage. And
No, I don't. Who told you that?
you don't. Don't you care that when you do a show that people are into it and
No, I
enjoy
couldn't give a
themselves?
fuck.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I can actually attest to that. When I used to open for him, and if it didn't go well, he
Isn't
thinks,
that a defense mechanism, my
well,
friends?
he thinks it's funnier if they
I
don't
do
laugh.
think if it's bombs, I think it's pretty fucking funny.
You like to bomb.
I don't like to. I'm saying it's funny.
When do you bomb? What happens? You mean your
Let's
material?
put it to you this way, right? You go in front of a group of people and try to make them laugh.
Right.
Try your hardest to make them laugh.
Right.
And then they don't laugh. That's funny.
You're not doing the specific thing you're there to do.
Exactly.
That is
Not
funny.
only that, but it's also funny that you go there to make them laugh. You're trying to make their life better. You're failing, so they hate your fucking guts.
And you see the humor in that.
I see humor in that. Like, it's not like you're up there trying to make them not laugh. You're trying to do your best to please them.
But don't you stay?
It's like if you told a joke to your dad and he kicked you.
But don't you stay at home a certain amount of hours a day and write and come up with this material that you do on stage? I mean, you put time and effort into it. You don't? It's the same act from 100 years ago?
No, I do. No, I think I have about 8 hours of material.
8 hours of material. So you're always writing new material.
Well, I thought you meant write on a piece of paper.
I don't know. How do you? What's the process when
You
you
just
make
think it up in your head and then you say.
Is that
You don't
how-
have it written anywhere?
If you're afraid you're gonna forget it, you put it on a napkin. You put like Brezhnev or whatever.
No, but let's say you have a great
He
joke.
does a lot of
Let's
current
say
stuff.
you're a big McCain guy, right? So, like, let's say you have a joke about
I'm
Obama.
a big McCain guy.
I heard you were supporting John McCain.
Jesus, where the fuck do you get your information?
Is that wrong?
Steve Langford?
Yes. where are you not supporting John McCain? Are you an Obama guy? Is that what's going on?
Well, I'm afraid of this Sarah Palin lady.
You don't like her.
No, sir.
Why don't you like her? I would think you.
Fundamentalist Christian.
That scares the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yet you're a pro-life guy. You're way into all that kind of stuff.
When did he get to be pro-life?
I know this about Norm.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I thought on Bill O'Reilly you said that you support McCain.
I said I agree with him on pro-life. Yeah.
You do. You agree with him on pro-life, but you're not a McCain supporter.
No, right now, if I had to vote tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I had American citizenship,
Yeah, that's right. You're not even American. Why am I bothering you? Yeah, right. But no one knows
I
what
would
you
vote
are.
for Obama.
You would. You like him.
I don't like anybody. I don't like any of them. But
Are you an angry man?
no. I said I don't like politicians.
Do you like people? Are you a people person? Do you like to hang out?
Yeah, I love
Norm will go to the mall
and shoot people.
go over to Orange Julius.
No, this is what I like to do.
Are you a recluse?
Yes,
You are.
I would say that.
Would you say
almost agoraphobic.
Really? Do you spend most of your day in the house?
Yeah.
Do you still have a tremendous gambling problem?
No.
You do not. What happened? What changed?
Well,
I stopped hanging around.
no. As my son got
Older.
I realized that really the worst part of gambling is not the money you lose, but the time.
Right. So you're saying you wanted to spend more time with your son.
Because when I'm with my son, the time is so wonderful.
Is it wonderful?
It's beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, you're able to give to your son?
Am I able to?
What do you do with your son?
I play with him.
You do. How old is he now?
this young man?
He's 15 years old.
15 years
You're
old.
still playing with him.
Right.
You know, it's a funny thing.
Yeah.
When he was a very young boy, you know, when he was like 3, 4, or something like that, I would play games with him. You know, like we'd play basketball or something.
Sure.
And I let him win.
Right.
You know, and now he can beat me at everything. And so he's like, "Hey, man, I always beat you at everything." I said, "No, fuck, I used to let you win." You go, "Fuck, he doesn't believe it."
He always beat you.
Yeah, so he just thinks I'm some retard that can't beat a fucking infant.
He's tall. He's a tall kid.
Yeah,
He's playing basketball.
He's playing b-ball, baby.
You're not
It'd be
playing-
good to have him out there with Artie, shoot and see how he does.
You're not playing poker at all? You're not playing because you love to
Well,
play
you play
high
the
stakes
friendly
poker.
games, right?
Come on.
I try not to.
Really?
I still play a little poker, I have to admit, but
Did you go to therapy for this? I mean, was there some sort of
no. What do you think I'm you? I don't do that shit.
You don't need to do any of that. You won't talk to anyone, right? You're above that.
I don't do that.
You're too good for that shit, right, man? Right?
Why do you keep putting the phrase in that way?
What do you mean? What do you say? What?
I said I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
To
You
know, I'll tell you what. This is what happened with me with the psychiatrist once. I think this is why I don't do it anymore.
You did go to a psychiatrist.
When I was a young man, when
Yes.
I was like 17 or trouble kid, and they sent me to a psychiatrist.
Right.
And I talked to the guy, and I talked to him twice, right?
Right.
Next week, he fucking commits suicide.
Is that true?
So it's in the paper that I'm reading about. The guy's the worst fucking life ever. Like coke and yeah, you know. I mean, I shouldn't say the worst, but you know, just the worst fucking life. And I felt so bad because here I am yammering to him on his last week of life about my God, my mother. You know, so,
You were labeled as a troubled child. Is that true?
I was a bit trouble. When I was a kid.
What behaviors led to them labeling you? What were you doing?
The what?
But what behaviors led to them labeling you a troubled child? I mean, something must have happened to commit you to a
doing?
psychiatrist,
Well,
albeit a bad one, but nevertheless.
It was all happening in Canada, you know.
Canada.
You know,
You can't talk about it because it happened in Canada.
No, I'm
You
saying.
know what happens in Canada stays in Canada. But seriously, what led to
Hey, you
you?
want to hear a joke from my act?
Yes, I do.
He must have done something really bad.
No, it's about that whatever happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Go ahead. Yeah, I want to
You
hear
know
that.
that fucking whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, I
You
heard of that. I heard that.
So actually, it doesn't really stay. Like you can't. It's not like you can kill a person and then leave Vegas and everything's cool. You know what I
Right.
mean? So what I did was I looked at that phrase. What it actually means is basically you can go to Vegas, fuck a prostitute, and then she will not tell your wife.
Right. That's exactly
What they're saying.
it. You're saying
Not like those gossipy small town whores
you're
back
saying
to where you come from. I'm saying back at home, they're blabbermouths.
you're saying in other
They're
words.
sitting in the beauty parlor going, "Oh, you're married to Hank Johnson? I fucking shit on his face last night."
In other
It's a
words,
small world.
there are certain people who
Marsha?
literally think they could go to Vegas and do anything they want and it will stay in Vegas. And they're completely wrong.
Of course.
And they should be more literal in the translation of what happens in
Yes,
Vegas.
they should say,
Because
yeah.
some people are dumb. They don't get it.
They don't know.
No. You're saying the slogan should be, if you fuck a whore in Vegas, your wife won't find out. That's it.
Right, they're
Okay,
very
got it.
discreet.
Yeah, I like that act. That's what you're going to be doing at Caroline's? I would go see that.
That's a joke.
I like that joke.
But
You like
why
that one?
were you labeled a troubled child?
Yeah. What happened that specifically sent you to the psychiatrist?
Oh no, everybody goes. You go.
No, when I was 17, they didn't send me to a psychiatrist. My father looked at me, raised his fist, and said, "Here's your psychiatrist." He was a good dad. You must have acted out in some way. Did you get arrested?
You've gone to psychiatrist.
Oh, I'm in there 4 days a week now.
Well, what the fuck are you asking me? Why?
I'm asking you at 17, what led them to put you in you said you were a troubled child.
How old are you?
Right now, 54.
And you're going to a psychiatrist 4 days a week?
3 days now.
3 days a week?
Yeah.
I'm 17. I go one fucking time. I'm the guy that's fucked up?
All right, listen. You
got to give your head a shake.
Listen, I was shocked.
Hey, what do you think of that, man? I was thinking of using that as my...
Tagline?
Tagline, yeah. For a comedy?
I like it.
Hey, give your head a shake.
Like the guy who says hamburger at the end?
You know that?
There's a guy
funniest motherfucker ever.
No.
There's a black guy. His entire act at the end, he goes hamburger.
Just like that.
Yeah,
that's his line.
But it's funny.
It is funny.
It works. So what is now your new line?
No matter what he says.
And what's your
so
new
you
line?
go, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Hamburger.
And at first you hate it, but like 5 minutes in, you're laughing your ass off.
You like it.
Where's a big cowboy hat?
Yeah, hamburger.
He's got a lot of gimmicks going on at once.
You don't miss the movies. You don't miss Saturday Night Live. You do miss
I miss Saturday Night Live, yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I love the Saturday Night Live.
Chevy Chase was in here recently. He didn't say it on my show, but I read it somewhere. He said the only guy who ever did the news right since I left was Norm Macdonald. Did you know that?
Really?
Did you know he said that?
I heard that.
Oh, you did hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
I heard you have that framed on your wall. Is that true?
No,
it is not true. Okay. You don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Chevy Chase didn't remember me.
No, are you kidding?
I swear to God.
We shot pool and shit.
I know. Well, I mean, listen, he remembered you. He didn't remember
Chevy
me.
remembers you. He doesn't remember working with Artie, no.
He got up and he said, "Nice to meet you."
Artie said, we worked together. He goes, really? When?
Yeah, what film?
What film was that? The midget film?
I said, "Dirty Work."
You know what happened with Chevy when he was on? Because he was having trouble with you, because you would phone him and wake him up and all that shit.
We were not friends back then.
Yeah.
Right.
So I told him, I said, Chevy, fucking phone Howard, and just, if you like him, he'll like you. It's over.
That's it. And now we're friends. We're the best of friends now. That's how it works.
That's good.
So anyway, I was shocked.
Because remember he said so he was at a Yankees game, and a guy came up and called his daughter a cunt.
That's right.
Yeah, actually, he spoke about you quite a bit there. Yeah.
Right, I'm sure. Listen to me, Norm.
You don't age, man. You look good.
I look good? Thank you. And you look good.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, you look real good.
Man.
You put on a little weight, but it looks good on you. You look
I'm
working
big.
out?
No, it's just fat.
You're fat now?
Well, it's like, but it's proportion. No, I got abs and shit.
Listen, I always talk about Norm being a good-looking guy. He always got he's quietly going back. He scored some big ones. Who was it I heard you had? Can I mention someone I heard that you had sex with?
I don't know.
I'll tell you the name. You can confirm, deny, or not even comment. Oh, somebody said you once had sex with the porn star, Savannah Sampson. Ooh. Is that true or false?
I never even heard of her.
Never heard of her, so you never had her.
I never heard of her, so...
I would like to have sex with her.
No, I've never had sex with a porn star.
She's my favorite porn star.
Yeah, but when you worry about...
You would never.
This is what I would worry about.
Go ahead.
Because I remember when Pamela Anderson was on Saturday Night Live, hey, man, you got to go for that and stuff. I wouldn't want to, after... Tommy Lee and who's the other dude?
That's right. Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to pull out my measly cock, What the fuck am I? What, am I crazy? I'm not stupid.
But you also worry about diseases and things like that, right? I mean, you're pretty careful. You wear rubber when you're with the women, or do you go wild and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna have sex without a rubber? What do you do?
When I'm making love to
you ever yell out
lady?
hamburger?
After he comes, he says hamburger.
Hamburger. But seriously, how is your sex life, by the way? Because you're single now a long time. We don't see you in the tabloids. We don't see you with any broads, any women, nothing. Are you into a commitment? Are you into any kind of committed relationship?
No.
Nothing. Those days are over.
Mostly I just whack off.
You whack off mostly?
Almost only, yeah.
You don't go out on dates?
No, I much prefer whacking off.
See, I always thought you'd be the kind of guy, because you like to be home. You're a recluse.
He'd get a wife or something.
Not a wife, maybe a tight girlfriend, someone
The whacking off's better.
Yeah, you really feel that way.
Yeah, because my imagination's better than any fucking reality.
Are you being serious with me?
I'm being dead serious.
When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
I don't think I've ever had a girlfriend. I had a wife. I guess she was my girlfriend before I married.
Right, and after the wife, you
That was it?
That was it. You realized I'm a different guy than I thought I was. I'm really a loner.
Yeah.
You're a loner.
Yeah.
Do you get lonely?
No.
I was shocked that you went on Adam's show, Adam Carolla, and you said, Howard, more or less, it seemed like you kind of said that I'm responsible for Artie's heroin abuse.
He almost said you're killing Artie.
Yeah, and you said that.
What did you say again? Wait, stop.
I thought you were on Adam's show. I could play the tape, but I don't need to unless you want to refresh your memory. They played me the tape. You kind of said Howard is the cause, and that I even
on Adam
Carolla's show. You said I was the
talking
cause
about Artie. I brought up Artie.
Yeah, you brought up Artie.
I didn't. He did.
He did.
Out of the blue.
But I somehow got slammed, and you said I was shocked to hear this. That you felt that I was somehow enabling, and you even said that I killed Hank the Angry Dwarf, where I was saying to Doug Goodstein, why don't you come in and talk about how many times we had him committed?
You know what? You're right. You're right. I did say that.
Yeah.
And I apologize for that, because that's not true. That's a terrible thing I said.
I felt horrible that you would say that about me.
No, I do remember saying
Were you joking or what?
No, I wasn't joking. But
you believed it at the time.
No, the Hank the Angry Dwarf thing, I don't believe. I don't know. I don't know why I said that. That was wrong of me, because first of all, I didn't know shit.
Right.
About what I was talking about, anyways.
Right.
But no, the Artie thing.
Explain it to me, because if there's something I could be doing, I want to know what I can do. Maybe you got information.
I'm not Dr. Drew. I don't know. But
you seem to know that day.
Yeah, you were very full of yourself.
Well, sometimes you're on the fucking radio and you say stuff.
You guys know I'm sitting here.
No, but I take this. Artie, pretend you're not here for a minute. Eat something.
All right.
I love
It's funny
Artie.
you think it's your problem, not Artie's problem.
Well, this is what you said.
No.
Because I really want an explanation of this. It was very hurtful. And it even got me thinking. I said, Norm's a bright guy. I like you. And I said, gee, if Norm thinks that of me, I have to really sit down and examine myself. And I even went to my psychiatrist. I talked about it. I said, gee, Norm said these horrible things about me.
Did you talk to your psychiatrist?
I did.
Wait a minute. You said Norm?
Norm. And he goes, who the fuck is Norm? That guy, I haven't seen him since Dirty Work.
Norm. Who's he?
I took 3 sessions up on Norm. What do you mean about Artie? All right, you apologize about Hank. And really, Hank, we tried so desperately to get this guy in hospitals.
Don't drink.
No, I believe you.
We really were.
I honestly
Do you remember that appearance?
But do you remember?
That on
do you remember that?
Yeah,
so I felt bad after I heard that, because I do love Artie, and I would do anything to see Artie stop the negative behavior. I've talked to Artie privately about it. I mean, I don't want to be some guy who jams it down his throat and all that kind of stuff. But you seem to feel that I'm enabling or encouraging the behavior, and I'm not.
I don't remember hearing. I said the Stern Show.
Yes, you feel it's Robin who's doing most of it.
No, but I'm saying that the show is a creation.
Yes,
that's very real. That's very. It's at its most interesting when the guest is at his most honest.
Yes,
so
that's true.
Artie is probably as honest as you're going to find.
Yes, he's terrific.
And as provocative as you're going to find.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So then there at 4, that makes the show hugely entertaining.
That is true.
And isn't that what you're going for?
Well, I'm always into honesty, but I mean...
But how is that enabling him or encouraging him to do destructive things?
Well, I don't know. For instance, let me ask you this.
I don't think you know either.
Let me ask you
I don't
this.
think anyone knows. I just,
let me ask you this.
Well, I put it out there, and
but everyone blames me.
No, I'm not blaming, but I'm saying when Artie threw the thing at Teddy and shit, right?
Right.
Then you didn't play it again for the rest of the day.
That's right. I didn't.
Why didn't you play it?
I didn't play it because Artie was so distraught and the emotions were so real that I felt that Artie was in a state that I didn't even know. We hadn't even talked afterwards. He left. And I felt that by replaying it, Artie could... you have to put it in perspective. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know if Artie was going to go put a bullet in his own head because he was so upset that he did that. And I felt by replaying
by the way, Teddy has apologized.
Then when you put it on demand and promo the hell out of it.
Because I spoke to Artie and we talked over the weekend, and Artie was going to leave the show. And some private things happened between myself and Artie, and which we have never gone into on the air. It's off the air private stuff.
Yeah.
And I felt, in all seriousness, and Artie felt, we made the decision together that we could go on. Artie wanted the audience to see that, but Artie has changed his behavior a lot and has really
I
thought
know.
that whole experience through. So in all seriousness, hamburger. In all seriousness, I
Honestly, Teddy has apologized for forcing me to do that.
yeah, we determined, Artie and I determined it was Teddy's fault somehow.
So
no.
it was okay to screen.
Yeah.
No, so
I know what
you're in a
Norm's saying.
conflicted place where
Yeah,
you
I love Artie.
Yes.
And I
and
know.
believe me, I listen to the show and I know that you guys love each other.
Yes,
'cause I can see it. So.
I don't know if he loves me. He told me I'm not his bro, but I love him.
I apologize like Norm apologized for him.
So what are we really saying now?
Well, listen, Chris,
I
because
don't
every
think-
guest has
I
to
think-
comment on this.
I think that Norm has disavowed everything he said on Adam Carolla.
Yeah.
No, I disavowed the thing about Hank the Angry Dwarf.
But you backtracked and you now say, no, I don't think you're at fault.
What about Adam Carolla
I never
killed
said
Artie?
that.
No, I think he was saying that.
Exactly what I'm saying.
It's hard to, like, I put all that out there, and now it's such part of the fabric of the show. It's hard for me to get off that roller coaster. Like, you're not
You
asking.
getting- you
you're not
getting off the
asking me
roller
to do
coaster is
it.
interesting.
You're not asking me to do it.
No.
But I feel like it is. It becomes entertaining, and I feel like it's necessary, not from any orders, but just that you feed. It feeds itself.
Listen, I hired Artie on our show. After you're the reason
You're
Artie's
the
here.
reason we know this stuff about Artie.
And when Artie was hired on the show, Artie wasn't doing any of this shit. I hired him because he's a funny guy.
He's hilarious.
He's hilarious. He
But
can
what
talk
was our
about
first
this.
And he's
introduction to Artie? Norm pushed
Right.
him forward because he didn't want to talk about Elle McPherson
Right.
and said, does cocaine.
Right? Yeah. You.
I
You're
didn't
the one
say
who
he
started.
did cocaine.
Yeah.
I didn't say he did cocaine at the time. This was a thing in the past.
But you bought
if
into
Artie
this.
had been backstage on coke, I would have
Right.
brought him out and go, "Hey, look, Artie's on coke."
All
It
right,
had
listen.
happened 2 weeks before.
So in other words, after this 10 minutes has gone by of this discussion about Artie, no one knows anything, right? We don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. No one has any.
Well, I guess
advice.
no one really knows what to do.
No.
I mean, but I don't know. I said things probably emotionally, and
Well, you're
I was
worried about
very
it.
emotional at this fucking roast that I had to do.
Oh yeah.
Because Artie, I thought he was dead. I didn't fucking know. I thought they were telling us. I thought they wanted to do their roast so bad that they weren't going to tell us a guy was dead. Which That's what I thought. It's
It's believable.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The show does have to go on, Norm. You know that.
That's
is
not what I've heard.
showbiz.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
I've heard the
about
show doesn't necessarily have to go on.
That's in Canada. That's why show business in Canada is going nowhere. The show doesn't go on over there. Everything upsets them.
So I think me and Saget were talking a lot, and we got very depressed that night after the roast.
I see. Okay.
And we talked about Artie a lot, and and then I never expected Adam to bring that up. I should have phoned you guys. I should have phoned Artie. You shouldn't fucking say things about.
No, I just was concerned
have done
that you thought that of me. Norm Macdonald has agreed to go to Caroline's on Broadway in Manhattan tonight through Saturday. This is you look. What? You're upset about the Carolines?
Huh?
You like going to Caroline's, or you're upset about it? You don't even really want to go to Caroline's, do you? You're not that thrilled.
No, what are you fucking talking about?
Is it good money?
This is what happened.
No, go ahead.
I took the red eye last night.
Yes.
I just got in, right?
Just now.
Just now, yeah.
Right.
But I took a sleeping pill so I could sleep on the
Plane.
What the fuck is she doing? A Sudoku or something?
She prepares the news.
She just does that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm listening to you. You were on the plane. You were asleep on the plane.
No, I wasn't asleep. I took a sleeping pill
took a-
and did not go to sleep.
Oh.
Did not fall asleep.
So you're messed up now.
Pardon me?
You're messed up now?
What are you talking about?
Are you messed up from the pill? The pill that you took, did that mess you
You're
up?
tired.
I'm
You're
just tired.
You're tired.
I didn't sleep and I took a sleeping pill.
Okay.
So you don't. So see,
And
I would
I
take
hit
another
the
8
stage.
sleeping pills. But that's,
What are you
And I
going to
hit
do?
the stage at Caroline's in about 14 hours
Artie-
after I do these other 10 shows on your network.
Artie,
Anyone watch these things?
what shows are you going to be doing?
he's doing shows that I told him yell out the window. There'll be more listeners.
Let me hear who you're doing.
Maxim Radio with Stretch.
Oh, Stretch.
Does he have another show?
I don't know. Yes?
Comedy by Request.
Oh.
Getting late. I don't know. But all I know is it ends at 5.
Wow.
Oh, you're going to be here all day.
No,
Brewer Unleashed.
a Brewer. You know
That's a
Brewer,
good
Jim
one.
Brewer.
But he's not here.
Oh, he's not? He doesn't do the show from
I
here?
think he's doing it. I think he didn't come in. He's doing it from his house.
Oh no.
Oh, no. He didn't even come in to see you, Brewer.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought I got to do it from my house.
I thought Mad Dog Unleashed was.
Oh, Unleashed you do. Mad Dog
No, but
Unleashed.
Brewer.
No,
Unleashed. He
Brewer,
just
Brewer.
reminded me. Brewer has the same name. as
Brewer,
Mad.
you mean Mad
It's
Dog took Brewer's name, Unleashed?
It's Unleashed.
It's Brewer Unleashed. That
How can we have that? How can we have...
Everything's unleashed on Sirius.
Yeah, no.
They all stole it from that Byron Allen.
He was Unleashed.
He had comics Unleashed.
You're right. I remember he was Unleashed, too. All these guys are Unleashed.
I went on Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed.
Yes. How was that experience?
Well, first of all, you couldn't be more leashed. But he would
When was he ever unleashed?
do the craziest fucking segues ever. Like, you know, he just asked you for some bits from your fucking act, right?
Right.
So then he talked to one guy. I've had to follow fucking Schimmel, right? So he's not a good guy to open with. So Byron Allen's like, so, Robert, I understand you have cancer. You know, that's his fucking opening. So Schimmel's like, yeah, I have cancer and I'm fucking the girl that...
Right.
boyfriend, and then he turns to me and goes, and Norm, you got a dog.
Sounds like you guys were unleashed that night. You really were laying it all
But the
out.
funniest thing I heard him say is, he said, because, you know, he just gets the jokes beforehand and then tries to think of a question. So he had John Lovitz on, and he said, now, John, I understand you're getting older.
That didn't happen.
That did happen.
I got to have a
I
tape
swear
of
to
that.
God, that happened.
John, I understand you're getting older. Had a joke on aging. Wow.
That's like I thought. Carmen Electra was on that show later. This is my favorite dumb chick moment of all time. Dumb hot chick. And the girl said to her, it was one of those, that black chick who hosted that show for a while.
Aisha Tyler?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was her. So she says, Carmen, what's the one thing you can't live without? And she said, she thought for like 30 seconds and she said food.
Well, she answered it properly.
So you're
That's
a
true.
human- so you're a
It's
human
got to be either
being.
oxygen or food, right? What else is there? Let's take a couple of phone calls for the great Norm Macdonald. We haven't seen him in years.
I know, it's so nice. You know, last time I came up here was with Artie when we were looking around the studios. You were showing me the new
yeah.
studios.
Right, yeah. You're talking about a couple of years already.
Yeah.
You're busy. Listen, what can I say? What do you think of these comedians? Like Dave Chappelle stays on stage sometimes 8, 9, 10 hours.
Yeah, I know. They have Dame Cook in L.A. They have this contest now.
Yeah.
Who can stay on stage the longest?
Isn't that ridiculous? I mean, doesn't that...
Well, it's kind of... The audience is really the people that should get the prize.
I know. I mean, that you can get even the best comedian. You would get fatigued after a while hearing that much
Anybody
comedy.
can. I mean, if you can kill for it, should be, you know. If you go 5 minutes without a laugh, you lose or something. But otherwise, it's just talking to a mic.
Do you ever get up on stage and think about the absurdity of it all? Do you ever sit there and you're in the middle of your act and you go, like, what is my job? I'm standing here in front of a bunch of people and they're waiting for me to make them laugh. Isn't that the craziest profession in the world when you think about it? I mean, isn't that does it ever drive you insane? Do you ever wish you did something else?
Well, I did manual labor before, and I liked that a lot.
I was a dishwasher. I loved it.
Yeah.
But the pay was shitty.
The pay's shit, but somehow I always had money. I don't know why.
You yearn for
I don't
those
got
days.
no money now.
All right, Ralph, you're first up in Jersey. Go ahead.
Ralph.
Norm.
How you doing, baby?
Good, man. Hey, first of all, Norm's a great stand-up. I highly recommend his show. I've gone a couple of times. It's really good.
All right.
And I'm not going to repeat anything that Norm and we've talked off the air about Artie, and I don't think you're being 100% honest there, Norm. I think you know that there's some things you said. I don't think that you're saying that Howard's responsible for Artie's behavior, but the show just encourages it.
Yeah, of
Well,
course
that's
it
what he
does.
just said.
And there's no, and then there's no consequences, and that's where I think so. Like Artie falls asleep. What job could you fall asleep at?
Well, Ralph brings up a good point because every guest has to talk about this now, I think.
Yeah,
Chris
this
Rock
becomes a
said
segment.
that, Howard should fire me. That's what he said. It is because if I didn't have money, I wouldn't be able to
Well, if you weren't so funny, you would be fired. Well, I mean, that's the bottom
Do you
line.
recommend that I fire Artie?
You get away with it because you're so funny.
But if Chris Rock said that, he's incorrect.
That's not the right move.
If
fire your friend.
there is a job that you can fall asleep at.
Sure.
Because Artie falls asleep.
That's right.
Guy's sitting right there.
Let's go to Debbie. Debbie needs to speak to you, Norm. Go ahead,
Hey, Norm.
Hi, Debbie.
I was wondering what you think about Artie always complaining about the movie Dirty Work, because I think it's hilarious. And in his DVD, he gives people money back for if they paid for it.
Yeah, no, that's funny. No, it's funny because Dirty Work is a movie that's just how can I put it? It's just bad.
It's hilarious.
I know it is a funny movie. I can't apologize for it.
Chevy Chase was in it, and he said that unfortunately he was disappointed because it was really like an R-rated script, and then the studios got a hold of it and cut out a lot of funny stuff.
The studios.
Why does Artie apologize for it?
Yeah, well,
No, I mean, I look, I love the movie too, but it's a movie that's fun to make. Listen, the kid at my shows, they have 50 DVDs, and they asked me to sign it on stage, so I thought of a joke for it.
did the movie make any money?
No,
It did not make any money.
But the funny thing was, Chevy was right because I remember the fucking. There was that guy Greg. Remember? There was a guy from MGM, you know. So the movie was pretty fucking dirty, I thought, and they kept going, "Nah, this is a PG movie," you know. And we're like, "Really? Like, it seems like an R movie. You know? We're saying a lot of dirty stuff in here, and we're doing dirty things." And no, man, that's fine. So we didn't do any retakes or anything, like a clean version, you know.
Right.
Then they gave it to the MPAA for notes. And they gave the script back with no notes. Usually they make little notes.
Sure.
They said, "What are you fucking guys crazy?" You know. They didn't even fucking dignify with a single note because the whole thing was so dirty. Was so obviously an R movie.
Wow.
So then we didn't have any fucking backups. We had to cut scenes. We had to do retarded looping. That looked like nothing.
I would like to see the original version. You know, Artie does that joke. He says, "If anyone didn't like Dirty Work, I'll return your money." You know, he's already returned $90 million. The guy's bankrupt.
No, you know what it is?
That's very flawed.
Yeah, Ralph.
Howard.
Yes.
How could the movie be a failure if you returned $90 million?
That wasn't logical what I just said. Ralph, go ahead.
So I'm at dinner with Norm once, or lunch or something. We're at a big table, like all these people sitting around, and Norm puts his hand on my leg, not rubbing my leg or anything, just puts his hand on my leg. And I don't know, like it was weird, but you know, Norm's a weird guy. I don't know, like maybe he was fucked up. I don't know. His hand was just like on my leg.
You didn't knock it away, did
you? And then 5 minutes later, Norm goes, "Hey, you know, Ralph is a fag. I've had my hand on his leg and he hasn't moved."
That's how I test people.
You test them.
I
so
test
you believe
people.
Ralph is gay?
I test people to find out if they're fags, and that's one of my tests. Can you imagine letting a fucking dude grab your leg for 5 minutes?
You mean Ralph didn't say anything?
Not a fucking word.
Ralph, you're gay.
Aren't you the fag for grabbing my leg?
No, he's testing you. Norm, you are a genius. I really mean that. You might be the greatest genius of all time. You were the only one who figured out that Ralph really is gay. Why wouldn't you make Ralph? Why wouldn't you make Norm remove his hand?
Yeah, say, what are you doing?
What?
I don't know. I found it funny. I didn't know.
And if he grabbed your cock, would that have been funny?
I've been giving Ralph a hand job for 20 minutes.
That was later.
Norm, you are a genius.
He laughed.
I love that.
Norm blew me too, but
I like how it becomes the other guy now.
Let's go to thank you, Ralph.
That's why I test if guys are fat.
All right. Have you tested anyone else as a fag, or is that the only?
He tried. The first day in Dirty Work, I fucking punched him in the face.
Yeah, you see, and you knew he wasn't a fag.
No, I knew he was a fag. He overreacted.
Everybody's gay.
I patted him on his shoulder. That's all.
You must think I'm super
fucking clocked
heterosexual.
me.
You never tested me like that.
You ain't no fag.
That's right. Nick, go ahead. You're on.
Howard, I just wanted to say that this is the funniest interview. I'm literally pissing my pants. Norm is
terrific.
Right on point, and He's the funniest son of a bitch who's ever taken a sip of water, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, then you'll want to go see him at Caroline's on Broadway.
Absolutely.
You better get over there.
So what's the plan?
I'm going to scampering right down there.
He has all these old-timey expressions. I'll be scampering right down there. Why, that some bitch is the funniest thing since a glass of water.
You're a real piece of shit. You're so funny.
That's Norm Macdonald. He's the richest man in town.
Yeah!
Me and Norm used to talk about Norm he used to say, like, after 2 years...
off with a hunting knife there, buddy.
Yeah, well.
After 2 years of the Norm show, he was like, fuck, I got enough money, like, fuck being the richest guy in L.A. I got enough money to be the richest guy in, like, Spokane, Washington. And it's just like...
Because you go on the road, and the guy would drive you to the club. You'd be in some little town somewhere, And then the guy would be driving you past, and then you'd see this fucking huge palace with 8 cars, and they go, that's Roy Johnson's house, richest man in town. Why, that house costs over $100,000.
Wow. So the plan was, I got so much money from my sitcom.
Yeah, I'll just be the richest guy in this little place. And, that's Norm Macdonald lives there.
Do you miss?
Why, he fucked my daughter.
Sure. Do you miss the days of the sitcom? Do you miss that kind of money, that action? I mean, that was tremendous. I mean, you didn't have to do a whole lot, and you got a lot of money, right?
You got to do. That's a misconception. If you're the star of the show,
there's a lot for you to do.
As a supporting actor on a sitcom is literally stealing money.
You were stealing money.
Yes, but he had a lot.
Do you miss the sitcom?
Artie had a good job.
Did you miss the pay? Do you miss the going to the studio? It's exciting, right? You don't miss it.
No, I don't miss it. I miss the people. It sounds like faggot. But I love Artie, I love Laurie Metcalf, and I love Max Wright. So,
right. You don't call Artie that much, do you?
Well, I'd say about once a month.
Once a month you guys speak on the phone?
We
it's
try
not awkward?
We try to talk.
Is it uncomfortable speaking to Artie now?
No, I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to, be careful, what you say. It's like,
really?
He gets touchy, right?
No, I'm saying the same way that Letterman doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you got 4 hours to fill, so you got to sometimes be careful.
I see. Really?
Even though I have probably nothing of scandal.
I can't imagine what those conversations are. I just can't.
Unbelievable.
Well, look, you've done it all. You're Norm Macdonald. What's the plan for the rest of the day?
That's when you have nothing to say.
You're going to do the show.
Done it all.
You've done
You're
it all.
Norm Macdonald. That says my name. That's when you know the interview's coming to a halt. So what else?
Now, what is the
it
game
says
plan?
here you're Norm Macdonald.
What is the game plan for the rest of the day? You're going to do some shows at Sirius.
Yeah.
After you're done with those shows,
people in those seats.
you're going to take. You're going to take a nap.
I don't think I can take a nap. My hotel room's not ready. They said till 4 or 5.
You couldn't get the room the day before, and so it would
I
be
should
there.
have. Yeah.
That might have worked out better for you.
Well, let me ask you. Artie says on the road he doesn't know what to do with himself. What do you do when you're on the road in some little town?
Yeah, what do you do?
Like I only like the time that I'm on stage, because other than that,
what do you do when you have to kill time? Do you play chess?
Other than being a fucking other than the hour you're on stage, you're basically a fucking drifter.
Yeah, that's true.
So most of the time you're trying to find food, and these fucking towns think they're interesting, and so you go. This is what they find the most interesting. You go, hey, what is there to do in your fucking shit town? So then they go, you got to see the Galleria.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I'm from L.A.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen Galleria.
A guy in Houston.
Last year, a guy shot everyone at the Galleria.
A guy in Houston told me that once. He said, first of all, it's a 400-pound guy. It was May in Houston. Like, the sweat was dripping off me. I had to, the club guy told me, take a cab. Like, I'll pay you for it. There's no car.
Right.
So I get in a cab in Houston. It's like 140 degrees. This guy's got a huge flannel shirt on. Hey. And he says hi. I say hi. He goes, you're a New Yorker, huh? And I'm like, well, I'm from there. And he goes, we got a place in town. It's just like Greenwich Village. And I said, really? And he says, yeah, but there's no fags. And I said, well, what is it? He goes, and he said, it's the Galleria. And I went, it was a mall.
with a hockey rink. It had a hockey rink.
But there were no
Nice.
fags.
Yeah,
He was right.
Yeah.
Listen,
I put my hand on a bunch of guys' fucking legs, and they all said, "What's your problem?"
so you really have the same problem Artie does, in the sense that you have to kill a lot of time in your career.
Well,
and
can
it can
we-
get
Yeah, there's
boring.
crazy boredom.
But you
Crazy
never got into
fucking boredom.
heroin or crack or any of this stuff that Artie does to kill
I
time.
never to kill time.
Yeah.
Kill
Is
me.
that the point?
Yeah,
just to kill some time.
You know, it's funny.
Well, that's what he's doing. He hates it. He
Me
kills
and
time.
Wait a minute. I don't think he's doing it to kill time.
You're not a drug guy, though, are you?
Well, in a way, everything. No, you know, one time when I had the gambling fucking thing,
Right.
I went to a psychiatrist, and he said, "You're doing it to like avoid life."
Right.
So I was like, isn't that why you do every fucking thing there is? You know what I mean? Like, that's why you go to work and you get.
In a sense, that is
whacked
life.
up.
Right.
Me and Norm,
yeah.
me and
Life
Norm,
is avoiding.
Was gambling your thing? Like, in other words, it took your mind off of all your issues and all that kind of stuff. It was your
Yeah,
it was
it's a
that.
complete escape, but then the thing that you do to escape your problem becomes the fucking problem.
I always worried about you because I always had a feeling you were always losing too. Like you weren't very good at gambling, but you would you would constantly
You
bet on
know
the wrong
Gabe
teams.
Kaplan?
Yeah, you know Gabe Kaplan.
No.
You know, like
well,
you-
you can't win if you gamble.
Poker, not even. You can't win that.
You can win poker if you want to. But
Yeah, but you never win.
no, I don't think you. I don't. It's a complicated thing, but
You
I
ever
don't
sit
think
down and
gamblers
figure out-
want to win. I remember one time I heard Omar Sharif talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple times in my life I've been dead broke from gambling.
Right.
And he said this thing that I found like I related to because he said I lose $6 million. He was talking about the most money he lost. I don't know. That's how he
And
talked.
God only knows how he got $6 million.
Yeah, he got
By the way,
that.
dead on impression.
I know it's good, right?
Excellent, Omar Sharif. Yes,
Look forward to Caroline.
but he was a big gambler, big bridge player.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Yes.
So he says, one time I lose $6 million. He goes, I go across the street to a coffee shop and I get the coffee. I have $1 left. I get the coffee. He goes, I feel clean.
And you
I
relate-
understand what he means.
What does that mean?
Means when you lose everything, you're alive.
In other words, you don't feel alive unless there's some great tragedy or
No, it's
something
not
big.
a tragedy to have nothing. I
Right.
mean, don't you feel like sometimes when you're building a house, you're just walling yourself into a mausoleum?
Right.
Well, if you don't have that house,
You're free.
you're free.
You're free.
Now
Of
let's.
course, you'll freeze
What is
to
the
death.
most? Do you ever sit down and figure out how much money you lost?
No.
Do you know what your biggest loss was?
No, I don't give a fuck about money.
You do too. You know
I
what
know.
your
Well,
biggest
you know
loss
what?
was.
No, I
No,
care
should we
enough
tell the
about-
story about my guy I hooked you up with? It's a long time ago. It's a long time ago
What's
now.
this one?
Fran?
No, shut.
Hit the button.
Oh, we can't say who it
I
is.
hit the
name,
button.
no,
I hit
there's
the
no
button.
name.
I hit
There's
the
no
button.
name.
All right.
So
happened?
I
You
was a
hooked Norm
bad
up with
I was
it?
a bad influence on Norm, I think, and maybe because when we met each other,
And I'm
like,
the enabler.
When you shoot
Yeah.
when you shoot a buddy comedy like it was,
Yes.
you go away with someone to a different city for like 2 months. It's like going away to camp. So you're either going to hate the person or love them. And me and Norm became friends because we shared one vice, gambling.
Gambling.
And I used to love gambling. And
I used to love. 2 days ago, he was gambling.
Right, yeah, used to.
the first night I met Norm, the rehearsals, and we went to a pool hall in Toronto, and I won $2,000 off him playing 9-ball.
That's right.
And he ended up paying me in Canadian money. It was like a wheelbarrow, like blue pieces of paper with a goose on it.
Yeah, they don't have presidents.
You had no
Right.
respect for the Canadian.
That's when you bribe somebody in Canada. You're like, maybe this goose will change your mind.
And it really looks like Monopoly money. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Right.
Back then, when the dollar was good, it was like a wheelbarrow.
So what's
what
the big
happened
story? Yeah.
was, we shot Dirty Work August into the fall, and
Right.
Norm was still on Saturday Night Live. And I started, in lieu of other things, halfway through the shoot, I started phoning this kid I know who was a runner for a bookie. So I start calling this guy, and I'm making a lot of bets. And see, Norm wasn't gambling at the time. He was really into work. you know, he was shooting the film and he was going back to SNL. The last few weeks he had to go do SNL.
All right,
and the movie,
he's busy.
Right. But I think because I was always with him talking on the phone, he sort of was like, yeah, you got a guy. And I said, yeah, I got a guy. He goes, can I have his number? Because I want to maybe start putting some bets in. So this bet that ruined this bet that ruined me and Norm, because when we went on the road and I opened for Norm, and this is what we did. You talk about killing time. This was a problem. We got introduced to this thing called a lightning bet. Now, what a lightning bet is, say you know what the under-over is in a basketball game, the total amount of points the two teams score. So say it's 180.
Okay.
Right? If you lightning $1,000 on the over, when they hit 180, every fucking point they score after that, you win $1,000.
I like that.
So it's like sick.
Nice. That's
like,
free money.
It's sick. Every layup is $2,000. So like if it's at 180 when they go into overtime, every single basket's $2,000. It's insanity. But every point it's under 180, you lose 1,100 because of the vig.
Right.
Okay, so it's craziness.
Right.
It really is like
that's a dangerous bet.
Right. It's a dangerous bet.
It's a high stakes
but
bet.
It's the most exciting.
Not for me, because I couldn't lose.
Right. Well, it was.
You're a winner, right?
It was the most exciting type of gambling I've ever been
happened?
about. So Norm, a couple of weeks in a row, wins like $100,000.
Oh my God!
I mean, because we were.
You're proud of that,
You know,
right?
we were doing.
I was on a hot streak.
He was, and you know what we were doing? We were betting on. It was the '98 NBA Finals, and we were betting on the Bulls and the Utah Jazz.
Right. Lowest.
So so Norm like 3 weeks in a row wins wins $100,000.
Wow.
And
you couldn't stop there, Norm, right? You couldn't say, I got a couple of hundred.
The guy.
I'm done.
Well, here's what happened. He gave it all.
I can buy the biggest house in Albuquerque and be that guy.
Here's what happened. He gave it all back, and then he was even again. Now Norm loses 3 weeks in a row.
Oh, my God.
About the same amount of money. And Norm, being a good man, pays the guy off. Now, a couple of those weeks, I would win like $8,000, and we'd pick up the money from Norm. There'd be a shopping bag of hundreds. Like the kid I was going in with, the runner for the bookies, a kid I go up with, you know, I was like, he's like, I don't want to go into New York by myself. It's a lot of money. So we would go in and he'd get the shopping bag of $100,000 from Norm. Jeez. And we would drive to this like factory in Jersey and he'd peel off my $8,000 that I wanted. Didn't even make a dent in the fucking
How do you know
shit.
Norm wants this on the air?
We were well, he knows what I was
He
going to
likes
say.
it.
He knows what
Yeah.
This is a long time ago, man. He's a different guy.
Yeah.
So...
No, he's not.
Well, but listen to what happened, and this is why I don't talk to this kid anymore.
Right.
So Norm, being an honorable guy, pays off every week.
Right.
So now here comes the last game of the Utah Jazz versus the Bulls. Norm lightnings $1,000 on the over.
Okay.
On the under. That's right.
No, I went over. You went under. It was the
no. I bet the over. You bet the under because you won.
It was the lowest scoring.
Lowest scoring.
And you had
won.
the under.
The over. So it was the lowest scoring game.
Right, but
you had the under.
And
you
won.
won.
The under. You
no,
won.
he had the over because it was the lowest scoring game.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Well, I'm trying to figure. Right. Okay. Exactly. So I bet the under,
right.
And he bet the over. Okay. $1,000. Now I only bet $200 a point, but Norm bet at that. So I had to deal with this. It was the lowest scoring game in the history of the NBA. The Jazz only scored like 45 points. Like Jordan just shut them down single-handedly. So I lost like $9,000 on the game at 200 points. But Norm won like $110,000.
Wow.
Okay, so now he's even with the guy who wins $110,000. So now Norm comes into New York. We're doing press for Dirty Work, and he's at this hotel. And I said, I'm going to go get the money, and I'll bring it to you. So I call the guy up, and the guy goes, listen, man, I'm sorry. Tell Norm I can't find the guy. And I said, what? He says, tell him I can't find the guy. The bookie just took off on me.
Wow.
So I said, first of all, now listen, you got to, like, I knew Norm for a little while. But I had just gotten the movie with Spade. I said to this guy, I said, listen, you're fucking me up here, man. This is a guy I work with. I said, Norm could easily call Spade and say, this jerk off is ripping me off. He's going to get, he could get me fired from the movie. You're fucking me here. He's a good friend of mine. He paid you everything. First of all, what bookie
so
wouldn't
you never
want
got
that
paid?
business?
Wow.
I had to go to the hotel. I had lost the $9,000 I lost, I gave to Norm.
That's true.
And I said, because I said I'm not going to give it to him. So I kept begging the kid, and he kept sticking. Like, obviously, Norm thinks, and I think, he was the bookie.
Right.
We both think that,
yeah.
but yet we're not saying his name.
Right. We're protecting him.
And but you see,
So he can continue.
Norm,
We don't want to
Norm
hurt
could
In
have
other
easily
words, when
believed.
you get so now that I hear this story, it's good you gave up gambling
Yes, it
because
is.
really it is because you can't teach your son these things.
My son's a good kid.
Right.
My son's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
But also, Artie keeps gambling with people he can't get paid for.
I know.
Well, no, this
Artie was up 70 grand and couldn't get it.
Did you hear that?
Same deal.
Yeah, same deal.
Not the same guy.
Different guy. Same story.
I won 78,000 on the NFL playoffs, and the guy gave me 18. He can, but you know, again, it's like,
and you can't go to the police. They're not interested.
Right.
There was nothing
one
to
guy, I
do.
remember with this guy, they go, why don't you break his legs? I'm like, what the fuck? Why don't you kill him? I'm like, yeah, that'd be a good thing.
Well, I tried to
kill a man.
And you'll go to jail.
I go to jail.
You've never killed anyone, have you?
What?
No, you've never killed anyone. Listen, Norm,
I tried to tell. I said, listen, if Norm was an asshole, he could have said, look, obviously you're in on it with this guy. I never want to talk to you again. But
right.
he believed me.
Of course. Who wouldn't believe you?
But what did Bernie Brillstein say to you that time? I was trying to, when you won the money playing craps, what did Bernie say to you?
Bernie, yeah, he just passed away. He was a great guy.
Did you go to the funeral?
Yeah.
A lot of celebrities?
I didn't go.
You didn't go?
You didn't go?
No.
You are a recluse.
I was actually kind of sad.
Well, that's why you go.
Yeah.
I know, but I knew people would be making jokes and stuff like that.
What did he say? He
No,
said,
yeah, I won this money at craps back when I was married, and I didn't know what to do. I never won money before. And I said, hey, Bernie, man, I got all this money. I just won at craps. You know, he goes, first of all, don't tell your fucking wife. That's the first thing. Then, you get a safety deposit box at the Mirage, but only put 10,000 in that one. You had a big long explanation, like it had happened to him like
He knew
50
exactly
times.
what to do.
Isn't it great when you ask someone what to do and they know? It's just amazing. Sam Simon, quickly, yes, because Norm is on a schedule. He has to get
Hi,
over
Sam.
to the gay channel or something. He's going to describe how to find out if someone's gay. Sam, go ahead.
Hey, the funniest thing I think ever happened to Norm, and now that he's revealed that he's a degenerate gambler, is he moved into a new building.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
What?
Howard already likes it. So anyway, so he moved into a new building. In the meantime, there are casinos in L.A. now that are in warehouses and condos, and they have high-stakes poker game and sports betting and dealers and security and bars and food and everything. They're just like regular Vegas casinos and card rooms, except they're just private. And for some reason, they're just sprouting up all over the place. So I get invited to one, and Norm has told me the address of his building or the street that it's on, his new building that he just moved into. And I'm looking around for this place, and I say, I think this is Norm's building. So I go inside, I go in, I stay, I play poker all night, whatever, and they have girls and bars and everything. And I go home and I look up, and I had called Norm. Now go ahead.
No, yeah, it's right next door.
Anyway,
But you live next door to this
I live
place?
next door to a casino.
Now, let me ask you something.
It's the worst luck
When
of all
you live
time.
next door to a casino, so that's terrible for you.
Yeah.
he just found it, forget how bad it would be if you moved into a new building and there's a casino.
Right inside.
This is Norm. It's 25 feet from his front door.
They must have wiped you out,
Next
right?
door neighbor. No, I haven't gotten in yet.
You don't worry
actually,
you don't worry about money. You don't worry that you could lose it all.
Of course I do.
I would hope so. I would think so. Do you have investments and things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't have investments.
You don't have any investments.
No.
It's all in a mattress somewhere. It's on a shopping
I
bag.
put in a bank or whatever.
With Canadian money.
You trust these banks?
But I went up to that. I went to that casino because the guy called me in, Sam.
Yeah.
And
Levon.
yeah, Levon.
All right. Hey, Sam, I got to go.
Okay,
Thanks. All right, Sam Simon.
You know when you get
He's
together,
right.
Guys,
He's right.
I was gonna say, when you get together and you tell stories about losing and gambling,
Yeah.
all of Sam's stories about a bad experience in gambling is he won so much he can't carry his chips.
The great Norm Macdonald, and go see him. Norm Macdonald, the richest man in town. Go
Yes,
see him.
in most towns.
In most towns, he's
Man
the
owns a Lincoln.
Lincoln Continental.
Guy's got a coupe de ville.
Great seeing you, Norm. Don't stay away so many years next
No,
time.
absolutely
All
not.
right. The great Norm Macdonald. We'll be
Respect.
back right after this.
Norm,
Yes, sir.
lightning bets.
Lightning.
You piqued my interest. I never heard of that before.
You don't want to do that shit.
It's a gambler's heroin.
It is. It is like crack because from the beginning of the game,
Right, your heart's racing.
like if you have the over, you start the game down 180,000.
Norm, thanks for coming down today, man.
Thanks, man. Respect.
All right, I'm going to go first to Jeff Probst, who is currently in second place.
I don't know.
You
I
don't
guessed
know.
Ronnie.
No.
Ronnie does not have a berry on his face. He's got other shit on his face, but not a berry. Jimmy, what's the answer?
Ralph the Homo.
Ralph the Homo is acceptable. Jerry O'Connell, what's the answer? Come on,
You know
who has
what?
a berry on his face?
I went with Eric the Midget. 'Cause he
Eric
had,
the Midget?
Oh, my goodness. Well, didn't he have something on his face?
Are you aware we bumped Ryan Felipe for you? Jerry said, I'm really embarrassed by my performance. I go,
He doesn't want to leave the studio because of it.
I said, maybe you should be happy you didn't do that well. Yeah.
Shows you have a life. Yeah.
Shows you have something going on, man.
Here's the thing, Jerry. You have to listen all day and then listen to the reruns on the weekend over and over and over again. Try to memorize everything that happens.
And obviously you don't have that kind of time.
Right. How often you banging your wife? Is it still as hot and heavy as when you first met her?
Yeah, it's still it's still going well. A lot of people when I got married said the first year was going to be the most difficult, and I haven't found that at all.
So it's getting more difficult?
It's
You mean?
yeah.
To me, the first year is the fun part. You know, I mean, you still have that glow.
Well, how long did you know each other before you got married?
They were going out a long time.
For a few years, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, you mean the first year of marriage, right? Is supposed to be the most difficult.
That's what I mean. I mean, we, you know,
But you were living together and everything before that, so it wasn't like anything changed.
I've actually found, like I've actually gotten better at it. A lot of times
at fucking.
Yeah, I'm practicing. I
practice with her too.
I try to never fight. Like even when fights are instigated, and they get instigated, they just do. But
is it weird for you when you go out like together and Rebecca gets all this attention because of her looks, and then like guys kind of are always sort of like flirting with her and hitting on her? I mean, does it get a little bothersome?
There's nothing I can do about that. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm the one that Rebecca's married to, so it doesn't bother me. And what am I going to do about that?
When you say the fights get instigated, who's instigating them?
I just mean everyone. People who live together are going to have differences, definitely.
What differences could you have with Rebecca, though? I mean, it seems impossible.
You just have differences about, like...
Do you try to put things up in the house that she doesn't want up there?
Actually, I do have a Joe DiMaggio ball that keeps getting, like, hidden, and I keep putting it in the center of the mantle, and then it gets,
I had read that Rebecca does something to you that I don't approve of, that when you like to watch sports, she, like, comes in the room and demands that the TV be turned off? That's not right.
Or down or something.
Something
You don't
like
like
that.
the sound of it?
Yeah, it's
called a broad.
Yeah,
but that's not fair. I mean, Jerry's got to have his thing, you know? I mean, you're a
I am
separate
someone
person.
who, I watch a lot of football. I like to take, during football season, the 16, 17, 18 weeks of football season, I like to take all day Sunday and just sit down and just watch every game.
Because you're a man.
I can.
Yeah.
And, I think...
And she'll walk in and go,
I think
turn that off.
I think it's a common argument that spouses want to do other things outside and stuff, and I have to respect that. But
She went on Letterman on one of these shows and goes, I go in the room and I make Jerry turn it off.
Wow. Well, no, not the football game. The negotiation that we've had, once again, getting back to never fighting, is Rebecca listens to music while I get to watch the image of the football game.
Right, yeah.
Oh, so you can't hear the sound of the football
I
game.
cannot hear the sound.
You guys have to be in the same room?
We only have just a living room. And
you should come to my house.
Really?
You should probably get divorced. I mean, it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it does sound ridiculous. Like why does Jerry have to have music on?
So she's dancing around and stuff while you're watching the game.
What kind of music are you listening
Is that
to?
the problem being with a hot chick? They're used to getting what they want from men.
I think I think that Rebecca is.
Why are you laughing, Jimmy?
I feel bad for Jerry, but what are you going to do?
Listen, I think
being
that
so careful.
I realize there are demands made of me that if I was with another woman, I would probably say shut the fuck up, you know. And when I'm very grateful to be with Rebecca, and you know, I just don't want
Jimmy
to fight.
would never put up with that. Jimmy, if Sarah walked in the room and said to you, "Look, I'm putting music on. Turn that fucking football sound off."
I wouldn't even hear the words.
You wouldn't?
They wouldn't even penetrate my head.
Sarah would get tasered, right?
No, but you know what? She knows that she knows that I enjoy that, and it's part of the kind of, you know, the deal. And so she lets it happen.
I'm afraid Jerry didn't like teach Rebecca right from the start.
Like Jerry's on the losing end of every argument? Is that how you're feeling?
That's how I'm feeling.
Rebecca gets her way all the time.
Like Rebecca has a sign up in the bathroom to remind Jerry to put the toilet seat down.
Actually, I did get in trouble. I was putting the lid down, and I'm told to keep the lid up and just keep the seat down.
Wow.
I
There's
did
too
get
many
in a little
rules.
bit of trouble for that.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you put the seat any way you want, right?
Yeah, well, sure, of course. But you know, part of the thing is she has her place, I have my place. So, you know, her place is she gets to decide what goes on, and my place I decide what goes on.
Jimmy told me he pees on Sarah. He doesn't even.
He doesn't even go to the bathroom anymore. He just pees on Sarah.
Just go wipe down.
Little R. Kelly.
You know, you get back at a hot chick, you disappoint them during sex. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That'll teach him a lot.
That's my strategy.
970P. The extra E is for extra P.
Oh, Rebecca's a lot of fun.
Lot of fun.
I got to hang out with Rebecca, as you know.
I know,
I
and
mean,
has
she is fun.
Wonderful things to say about you, and especially Beth. Really likes Beth.
Who does she like better, Howard or Beth?
I think she likes them differently. You know, I mean,
that's a terrible question. She likes me better. I know that.
Jimmy's just trying to.
I don't think that's true necessarily.
Jimmy, you're a troublemaker.
I think Rebecca thinks Beth is a really special person. I think Rebecca thinks you're.
But Rebecca, if push came to shove, Rebecca would rather spend the day with me than with Beth.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, I know it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm sure Rebecca paints it differently with Jerry than you know.
Right. He
Otherwise.
doesn't want to make Jerry.
Rebecca
jealous.
thinks you rather spend the day with Jerry, Beth, or Howard?
Beth.
Of course.
Well, then that makes sense.
You're a guy. Well, I'm extra special to the whole world. Beth is special, but I'm extra special. You know, I'm
halibut.
Do you know?
There's some things I would like to bring up from our vacation together, but I don't know if it's cool to bring them up.
Well, yeah, it's cool. But first of all,
yeah,
I just want to say that people should know that Jimmy is such a super fan, and in a way he deserved to win the contest, because whenever he wants to hear the Howard Stern show in his house, he turns to Sarah and goes, "Halibut." And that means
turns
put on
it
the radio.
Wow. She does it to me, too. That's our code. Halibut.
Because of the bit I do. My father loves halibut. Do they have the halibut? The halibut?
Halibut.
My father, you turn him on to something if he likes it. Now he thinks there's no other fish in the world. Do they have the halibut? That's my old man says. And I go, Dad, I don't know if they have the halibut. And when did it become the halibut?
But I think you always know if they have the halibut because you have to check ahead.
But you know what? He likes every fish. It doesn't matter, but he thinks he likes halibut because he had it once and he liked
probably
it.
Does like it.
Do they have the halibut?
Do you want to hear something weird? I don't buy newspapers anymore just because you get it on the internet, and I sort of canceled all the subscriptions.
Right.
But I flew in yesterday and I bought a New York Times, and now when I get the New York Times, I think of your father. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Well, my father, that's his Bible.
Yeah.
Like if I was a writer for the New York Times, my father would think I was great. Like anything with the New York Times.
But it's just funny how you affiliate things with things, you know? Like I think of your dad when I pick up the New York Times.
My father's already read the entire New York Times. Front
already
to back.
done.
It's already done.
For the day.
And he can quiz you on it, and we'll have opinions about it. And as long as you talk about that, you're fine. You go off into any other area, you don't want to hear from me.
Unless it's halibut. But you are just like your father in a lot of ways.
I know.
Because
Absolutely.
when we sit down for dinner at around 4:30 in the afternoon, when you sit down to dinner,
That's not true.
You better be ready. Well, fortunately, Beth is around to negotiate a later time.
Right.
Or else,
Well, I'm
if
hungry.
it was entirely up to you, it would be early.
That's funny. Beth calls and goes, listen, we can start negotiating dinner. Howard wants it at noon.
Is that the funny thing you wanted to tell about the vacation?
No, but there is definitely a lot of anxiety there as far as ordering quickly goes.
Do you have to order quickly with Howard?
Oh, yes.
Because it's
really?
Oh, yes, you do. Well, I just wanted to mention a couple things because Sarah is very bad at ordering, and the great part is she doesn't think she's bad at ordering, but everything's positioned as a question. Like there's something on the menu, it's like she's a vegetarian, which makes everything a problem. But she'll be like, veggie wrap. And then the waiter doesn't know what to do because it's being positioned as a question.
Right.
And really, you just say veggie wrap. That's what she want, right?
Right.
But it becomes a whole thing. But when you're around, she gets her act together and kind of prepares for what she's going to order.
So is she nervous around me?
Well, no, but I think she understands that everything has to go exactly your way, or we have trouble.
Is that true, or you just know that from the radio?
Howard, everyone's nervous around you.
No,
why is everyone
I'm
nervous
not
around
nervous
me?
around you because I share the same anxiety about wanting. I feel like the waiter's got to get the order, and I don't want to waste their time. And
you know what
all
I
that
find,
stuff.
and tell me if you guys find this. When I finally get to a restaurant, no matter what time it is, I'm hungry. I want to eat. I'm really hungry, and no amount of drinking is going to satisfy. I don't want to socialize. I want to eat, and it is a curse. It is just a curse. I am like my father that way. I don't,
I'm actually someone who, when they come to take the drink order, I put my food order in.
That's what I do, and that's what Jimmy's making fun. I go, you know what, waiter? Here's the drinks.
I know everything I want right now.
Yeah, I mean, it takes me 3 seconds to analyze a menu. You don't have to be a rocket scientist.
Hey,
to look
there's
over
a name
menu.
for people like that. It's called an asshole.
Am I being an asshole?
Well, no, it just feels like you're rushing the whole thing,
The whole
but what's
idea
the rush?
is to enjoy the company.
Yes, but if
to
the order,
take your time.
But if the order, you know what? There's such a thing as too much time with people.
I will say in Howard's defense,
most people don't think it's 30 seconds.
It's not a short meal. There's
a long
plenty
meal.
of socializing. It just more of it happens after the meal than before the meal.
Oh, it does not. He's gone halfway through the meal.
No. I didn't. Not on vacation.
No, come on. Am I like that?
Not,
I mean,
not
I
on
love
vacation. But you do like to order right away.
I do. I want it done.
Well, I think restaurants appreciate it too because they have turnover rates that they have to take into.
No, we stay
According
forever.
to Jimmy, he's just ordering fast and not leaving.
Yeah,
And you want to know what's fun?
Danielle's a big turnover play.
No, but you know what's fun? Like Beth and I, and Beth is this. Like she'll say, "Oh yeah, he's terrible. He orders fast and all that." She loves it. We get home, she goes, "Thank God you order fast because I got
You know
home."
what? This is your interpretation of her
Ask her.
because we have heard you interpret
She won't
her
say it
before,
on the air.
and then she calls in and corrects the whole thing.
I love being with Jimmy and Sarah, but I swear, like if we're on vacation together, we meet for dinner. There's like an ebb and flow to it. I mean, it's enough already.
Yeah.
It's like we've sat for an hour and a half. That's it.
Oh no, we'd had longer
2
meals than
hours.
an hour and a half.
We have fun.
But when Beth came out to L.A. a couple of weeks ago, we went out to dinner at like 9:30 p.m.
Yeah, you guys.
And we were probably out till midnight.
Yeah, Beth
so
will do
that's
that.
not happening if Howard's in the mix, is what
Right.
you're saying.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
weird because Beth will say to me, "Oh, it's so great when you're there because it's over quick and they can not with you, but like it's happened."
Yeah, but you said that the night you left Gary's early, you said Beth was so
to
into
get
that.
out.
She won't admit it on the air.
She
was
won't.
Happy.
You're still sticking by that story.
She told me in private she was happy we left Gary's.
Lying. I know you're lying.
No.
I know you're lying.
She was thrilled. No one
She
wanted to
was
be there.
trying to get dessert. You were yelling at her from the front door.
Gary dragged out the evening. Gary was like waiting to serve this meal.
Waiting and waiting. His wife made dessert. They said Mary's dessert.
Oh,
Right.
it was.
And they
I took it
didn't
in the car
even
with me.
get it.
Bullshit.
Everyone wanted to leave. I wasn't the only one.
Can
It
I
was a great night, but it was enough.
Can I give Jimmy the timetable? So, Jimmy, here's the timetable. Arrive at my house at 7 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
And where you have drinks and hors d'oeuvres. You wait around, right? We sit down to eat.
Forever.
We're supposed to start eating at 8, but we start because Artie was a little late, so we start eating at about 8.
So I get
We
penalized.
start eating at 8:20. Okay.
Right.
Right. I never eat for more than an
now
hour.
the meal goes fast. In fact, I had a guy who was going to talk about wines. I cut that. So at 9:30,
He's taking things out of the program.
I'm taking things out of the program. At 9:30, we have eaten a full meal. We've eaten like salad, main course, and everything. And now they're bringing out dessert. And Howard gets up and leaves at 9:30.
Dude, it was
hour.
we were getting our main course.
Entree. That's
Jerry
right.
goes,
He left.
Mary made dessert. And I go, who cares who made dessert?
So Beth goes back into the kitchen with Mary to try to get some of this dessert to take home. Howard's at the front door screaming her name.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt the dinner.
Halibut.
My entree
I'm
was
cursed.
being set down, and I was at a table with Ronnie. So Howard gets up
At the
and
kids' table.
yeah, so Ronnie has to get up to get Air Force One ready because Howard got up.
You want to know something?
The entire thing is disturbed.
I'll admit it. Don't invite me anywhere because I'm an asshole. Okay? If that's what everyone wants to hear. You want to know the truth? I'm not doing it to be rude. I just can't take it. I don't understand. It's like torture.
But can I tell you something? It is rude because
I
what
don't
you're saying
sitting and
is
talking.
Your presence.
What you're saying is
this. I understand. It's a job.
Here's why it's rude.
Would you want to be doing this if it wasn't a job?
What you're saying is I don't care what regular people do or how any of you feel. This is how I feel, and I'm going to do what I want to do.
I disagree. By the way, I'm going to disagree, and I want to just do a very rudimentary psychological analysis of this because I do have this to a certain extent with my circle of people. Everybody's so goddamn concerned with that you're happy, and look, even you canceling the wine.
Just do what you want.
Because
Stop
of how
focusing on me.
It makes you uncomfortable. It makes you feel like,
Jimmy,
everybody's looking at me. Everybody is following my lead.
Yeah, but Howard doesn't know. Howard doesn't know
lead.
Gary canceled all that. He didn't
And Jimmy,
know.
here's the difference between you and Howard. If you don't like the way things are going, in other words, I'm having this dinner, but
Why
I
don't you
know
work for
every
Jimmy?
second of the way,
Why don't you go work for
that
Jimmy?
every little piece of it is going to be critiqued on Monday morning.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll
You
sit
know, so
through the
now,
torture.
of course, now I'm calling audible.
No, I
should
do
work
the
for
same
Jimmy.
thing. I do the same thing.
I
with
might
people.
when we're done here. Maybe Jimmy will hire me.
Jimmy's not hiring.
I
me.
know.
It could happen. You never know.
You never know.
Well,
But-
I do understand to a certain extent, even if you're
Do
not
you have a
trying
bad time
to do
on
it.
vacation with me, though?
No, I have a lot of fun on
We
vacation.
do, right?
Yeah.
So am I a drag?
Not at all. No.
Although I got
Be
upset.
honest. Howard is rude.
No.
Oh, am I?
No, not at all.
No,
not at
I'm
all.
not.
No.
You are.
No.
You can be.
No,
well,
I'm not.
I don't see that. I don't
I
see
don't see it
The
either.
word isn't
telling
rude.
you,
It's
yeah.
it can be abrupt. You can be abrupt sometimes.
I'm
Like,
doing
Let me
people
say,
a
you
favor.
can say abrupt all you want. I
You're
invited
rude.
Howard to go to the Rainforest concert with me once.
Yeah.
And you know how he's saying he left during intermission at this one?
Yeah.
He did it to me, too, only he
Right.
didn't even say goodbye.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I was being considerate.
The
I
concert
was.
started up again. He was there.
Yeah.
And then I turned to say something to him. The whole row was empty.
Yeah.
He left and he took everybody with
I
him.
do
Robin,
that, too.
honestly, I did that to not be rude. I did that to say, she's sitting there enjoying herself. If I make a whole big goodbye, it's annoying. Like let her have her good time. Why should I ruin? And then she's going to be like, oh, he's leaving. He probably didn't have a good time. I just left. That's all.
Well, I
Don't
wanted to
bother
have a
about
good
it.
time with you, and all of a sudden you were gone, and I was like, oh my God,
I
did he
honestly-
not enjoy himself? He didn't even say goodbye.
I honestly didn't do it to be rude.
It's called a French exit because it's a rude exit. 'cause
Is
you
it?
don't say
Yeah,
goodbye
yeah.
to people.
Wow.
But
What time do you-
I have no problems with
What
it.
time do you wake up in the morning on, say, though, when you're on vacation? What time do you get up?
Oh, probably around 7.
And the weekends and stuff. See, Howard gets up so early
I get
that
up
it
at 5.
seems much later to him, I think.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we
it
went
does,
away
and
to.
I get up at 5, and then I hate Jimmy because you're waiting and waiting and waiting. Like Ari
He doesn't
with
get
Artie.
up with you.
He doesn't get up, and then he comes out of bed like
Artie doesn't get up until noon.
he starts eating.
7
right.
a.m.
Noon is early.
Same with Jimmy and Sarah. They don't emerge from their room till like noon. I'm like, the whole day is over.
I
Well,
thought
can't you
liked
entertain
that.
yourself? What are
I
you, a
thought
loser?
liked
No,
that.
I do, but then they want to go to dinner together and they want to eat late. And I'm like, well, I've been up since 5 in the morning.
See, here's an observation about you and Beth that I think is,
I don't need Jimmy. Unlike you, I don't need someone to entertain me. Trust me, pal.
You had Beth with you.
I got.
But
No, I don't need Beth to be with me to entertain myself.
Here's an observation
I'm busy.
about Howard and Beth that's really admirable. Like when we went to Bubba's wedding, we were staying at that hotel. Like I woke up what I thought was really early, like 7 o'clock is early, and I see Howard and Beth they're coming over from the beach. They've already run for an hour and are walking on the
Yeah.
beach and like they've already done half a day's work.
I start my day.
Yeah.
That's it.
But what, you never think about sleeping till like 10 on a vacation?
I do my
can do
ablutions
that?
and then I start my day.
Who can do it?
Yeah.
Everyone
I do.
else besides you, too. I don't know.
Robin was out there early too.
I was finished my run when I saw them running.
Right.
How's that vacation? You getting up and running?
I don't know.
Look, what am I going to do?
What are you running from?
Okay,
That's
yeah,
really
right,
the question.
exactly. What are you
I'm running to stay in shape. I want to be in shape.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think
what
to
else?
be on
Am
the
I?
beach is
Am I
so
not fun to be
horrible.
on vacation?
No,
with?
you're a lot of fun to be on vacation.
Yeah, I thought
with.
we had a good time.
There was one other funny, but it's not fun to talk about the normal stuff. But one of the great things was when we went into town. We're in Mexico. And
That
we
upset me.
Oh, that was great.
that was a whole thing.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go.
Leave the resort.
I would never go to any town in Mexico.
Howard
That
was
isn't-
certain that
For fear of
banditos,
kidnapping?
banditos were going to kidnap Beth.
I understand that. When you leave New York, you're camping out. So.
I was so dead serious. Jimmy goes, "Hey, let's go into town," and I go,
didn't say it. Beth and Sarah wanted to go to town.
No, Sarah wanted.
Did you want to go to
town.
Carlos and Charlie's or something?
No,
Or
just
I don't
they
know.
wanted to go shopping for
whatever.
trinkets.
Yeah.
Papas
So
and beer?
I said to them, and I was dead serious when I said this, and I really felt this way. I said to Beth, "Listen, don't go into town." I've been reading about these kidnappings. In fact, in Mexico
Oh my
now,
God, I was kidding, but I was
but in
right.
Mexico, they're kidnapping country singers and killing them.
Yeah.
The Mexican country
singers. Then
Yeah.
you were safe.
Yeah, we weren't. Oh, wait a minute. We were with a country singer.
And the fact of the matter
I didn't think of that.
That's
Yeah.
right. And the fact of the matter is, I said to Beth, "Go ahead if you insist on going, but when you get kidnapped, don't fucking call me." Because I told you not to go. So I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for them to get back. I'm waiting. They finally come back, and Beth wasn't kidnapped, and everyone was safe. And they're describing they went into town. They had sodas. They went to like
margaritas.
Yeah. They had all this fun.
They had a great time.
And I was perfectly happy staying right at the resort. I don't need. Why would you leave heaven?
Were you honestly worried that Beth was going to get kidnapped by banditos?
Yes.
But you were worried, but you didn't come with her to protect her.
I don't want to.
Please, that's the last thing he's going to do.
No, you know what was scary to me?
What?
There were people we were with, and not anyone, not Jimmy and not Sarah, and not me or Beth, but there were people we were with who wanted to get into town to buy pot, I heard a rumor.
Oh, I see.
And I said in Mexico, if you go and approach people about pot, they're either going to kidnap you, kill you, or arrest you, and you will never see the light of fucking day. Jerry, am I right? Am I being an asshole?
I have to tell you, when we go on vacation to Mexico, we don't leave our resort either.
Of course.
And we actually do it because this is awful, but we don't want to run into other people who are going to know
Mexicans?
us. No.
You don't want to run into Mexicans. Fair enough.
No. We don't want to run into people who are maybe going to want to take a picture or anything like that. Now, these places are filled with touristy type people.
Right.
And they think because you're in another country, it's their right to hang out, that you have something in common. And the fact of the matter is that we really have nothing in common. We just happen to be in the same country.
Whatever your reason is, you don't leave. And that's my feeling,
that's
too.
the move.
I don't. Also,
right.
when you go to these resorts, they're so expensive. I don't want to waste 1 minute of time.
And
there.
the food is terrific. They're going into town to find food. You wouldn't find better food than where we were.
Right.
Where do you think you're going? You're going to have better food than what this
I
is.
think what you wanted was an authentic Mexican experience.
I figured I'd just go along and see what happens.
He wanted senor frogs.
Jimmy's very easygoing. I'm not. I'm not easygoing like him. He has fun. I don't.
That's true. That is very true.
He does. He has fun.
You don't know how to have fun.
Like, he always looks like he's having more fun than me. I see him and Sarah sitting at a table. They're having lunch, and they look like they're having a lot of fun. And
They slept till 11.
Just in the last couple
Because I sleep. Yeah, right.
in the last couple of weeks, Booker had that, his girlfriend threw him this surprise party.
it sounded awful.
Howard decided it was going to be an awful experience without going.
Oh, I knew it. I got that email from his girlfriend. You should hear this. Come to my boyfriend Booker's surprise birthday party in Atlantic City. Okay, so far so good. Then she goes and she writes, this is Alicia, the newscaster in Philadelphia. She goes, and what
the girl who punched the woman in the
no
meat market?
There was no punching.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, please. If I've gotten elected
And then
20
referred referred to the police officer as a lesbian.
It's evidently a big misunderstanding.
This apparently occurred.
The officer had a short haircut.
All right, listen.
The one who emailed Rich Eisen, and his wife sent the email back.
Allegedly.
Let me tell you something.
So maybe you should do that super fan.
You got to hear this. So I get this email. It says, you tell me if you would go to this. Come to Chris Booker's surprise birthday party.
I already know.
Right. I'm having.
Stop there.
Listen to this. Stay in your rooms
Oh, here we
till
go.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, I'm going to have coffee and dessert. Now, I'm saying to myself, wait a second, I'm going to go all the way down to fucking Atlantic City. Now I got to hide in my room till 10 o'clock till this fuck gets there. for his birthday, so he won't run into me. He's
Did
gonna
they
go.
ask you to hide in your room?
Stay in your
This
room.
was
Stay
not-
away from your room.
This is how he described it to me. He had
And
always almost
the reason
talked
it
me out of
changed.
going.
The reason it changed is because I spoke about it on the air.
Oh, stop it, Howard.
So stay away from blah blah blah. I mean, just stay out of the hotel till 10 o'clock. Hide in your room is what she's saying.
It was not that way
And
at all.
then I'm going to make coffee and dessert. What about fucking dinner? I'm there all. I mean, I got to stay in my room while Booker eats his dinner, and then I get to come out for coffee and dessert. No fucking way.
You
I'm
are
not
so
going.
funny.
Stay home.
You didn't talk about it on the air. It was a surprise party. You didn't talk about it.
That's right.
Oh.
So here's the deal.
That would have been great.
All she said was Booker and I are checking in at this time, and we're going to this restaurant.
No.
Just avoid that.
It's not the way I read
And
it.
then we meet at 8:30.
I got to avoid the restaurant.
There are 50 restaurants in the hotel.
I don't need pressure.
Oh my goodness.
Well, also, Howard's 9 feet tall, and it's hard
Right.
for him to blend in, and people want to talk to him.
Nobody would
and people
have
want to
seen
take
him.
pictures.
Admit I'm fun on vacation.
Nobody, you are fun on
I am.
vacation.
I make jokes. Sarah
Yeah.
loves me.
Oh,
Does Sarah
yes.
really like me?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Does
There's
she
a lot
like
of
Beth?
gossiping. Yeah, she loves Beth.
I don't know if she does.
She
Why
loves
do you
Beth.
say that?
She does?
Loves her. Yeah.
All right.
What gives
Yeah.
you that impression? What is going on?
I don't know. I'm
over
just
there?
trying to see what's going
Stirring
on.
up
Just
things
checking
up?
it out.
All right.
You guys play Scrabble or something when you're there? Or
Jimmy does.
Yeah, Sarah and I play Scrabble
I fucking hate.
constantly.
I played with him once. It was horrible.
like because
They're
you had a
really-
performance like mine on the Superfan?
Yeah, well, yeah, they're really good at it. And,
Yeah.
and
They
like,
know all those words.
They know words. And
Yeah, it's hard to just jump into Scrabble. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
I'm
little
not a
words.
Scrabble guy. I mean, I'll play, but
Scrabble is like, who wants to know words? Words slow me down.
Where does the fun come in on the vacation?
Howard's a Yahtzee guy, a travel Yahtzee guy.
Jenga.
No, I'm a chess guy.
Oh, right, of course.
Yes,
You,
should know
wouldn't
that.
know that. You should listen to the show, Jerry.
All right, let's go back to Eric the Midget, who really did want to say something.
Oh.
Him again?
Well,
Oh, right.
no,
He's
I
been
promised
holding
him.
on. Yeah.
All right, Eric, go ahead quickly.
I was going to talk about my shows that I have tonight and tomorrow night.
Well,
Bye.
that's very exciting.
Take care, Eric.
Eric, do you ever consider that your timing is horrible? That like we're having this fun conversation, and then all of a sudden you get on and all you want to do is plug.
Well, I told the people in the room since I was in my chat room since I wasn't listening to let me know when the contest was over. They let me know a bit too early, obviously.
All right, quickly, what do you want to plug?
If fun were a car, you'd be a speed bump. You understand?
Do you guys ever listen to Eric's broadcasts?
Yes, not only that, I really had to watch myself because I started to get obsessed with it. I started watching it online, and I realized I was headed in a dangerous path, and that I could become really just spend my whole life watching Eric.
You were one of the online guys. You
Yeah,
would go out to his
I
JFSC.
did. When I figured it out, I was like, "Oh no, I better not do this. I better not do this."
Are you a JFSC member?
I think so. Yeah, I think I had to sign up, whatever to watch.
Eric, are you nervous about being in the movie?
No, not really.
He doesn't really get nervous.
All right, good.
I don't think Eric's going to come through. I think he's going to find a way to kind of weasel out of the
it.
movie.
I'm afraid so.
Oh, I hope Colin is writing for Eric because I don't expect much acting. I think the part has to be perfect for
Yesterday,
I also
Eric
like
is-
the idea that Eric's mad at me after I got him tickets to the American Idol finale, the plane, all that stuff, and he screwed me and decided not to come. He's mad at me because I made fun of him.
Like,
Well,
you shouldn't be
that's-
mad at him.
But that's the best way to get on Eric's bad side. Do something for him.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he hates me, and all I do is nice things for him. I got him Catherine McPhee's home phone number, which she still thanks me
Nice for her, too, yeah.
It was good for her. It was good for him.
Eric?
Yes, I'm here.
And what about the balloons? I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but is this ever going to happen, the flying with balloons?
Oh, he's never going to do it.
Everywhere I go, people are like, oh, you got to get Eric on the balloons.
He's afraid we're going to open a window and let him go sailing
I
out the
told him
window.
about that priest who
Yeah.
flew away in Brazil.
Yeah. No, we'll make
right.
sure that doesn't happen. We'll be standing by with BB guns.
We'll shoot you down if anything happens.
I love it.
Jimmy's going to bring a BB gun.
Yeah.
You want to be here when he flies with balloons.
Are you kidding me? I want to be the one that cuts the string, and I
Right.
want to see him float away with balloons. Eric?
That's not ever going to happen.
All right.
All right. All right, Eric, I got to go, really.
Well, to tonight on the JFSC. There's
Bye.
the first of the final four.
We'll see you later,
Idol
Eric. Thanks for calling him.
And ECW.
Take care of yourself. You got any? All right. See you later.
Shut up, fat ass. You obnoxious fat ass.
Oh, come on. We know where to find you, dude. You don't move. Just,
Hey, is that an enormous pimple on your forehead?
No, it's not.
It's his brother.
Julio. That's his face.
Pull your hat up. I'm telling you.
Just pull the hat down farther.
Pull it up.
No.
No.
His whole face is red today. What's going on?
Why are you so red-faced?
I don't know.
You have big pimples, and look at your cheek even.
Yeah.
I'm a Kennedy.
Your skin doesn't look good today.
What are you doing? Did you try some new product?
No, I have not tried a new product.
All right. All right, listen, I got to go, okay? I got a lot to do.
Okay.
All right, thank you. I'll speak to you later. Bye for now.
Break a leg. That's what actors say.
Right.
And you should listen to Jerry about taking him up on some acting lessons.
Yeah.
If you're smart. Guy's been around the block, knows what he's doing. All right, thank you.
No, Eric.
Let's go to Greg. Greg, go ahead.
Hey guys, how you doing?
All
Love
right.
the show. Been a long time listener. I love Sirius. Two quick things. I wanted to ask you if you felt uncomfortable being around Jerry after having his girlfriend naked in your apartment, and you never
come on.
really told us if you banged her or not.
I never banged Rebecca. I'm friends with Rebecca.
And I should also say I had never met Rebecca at that point.
That's right.
So for me to get upset with her about something that
Rebecca at
happened
that
when
point-
Rebecca didn't even know I existed on this planet.
Rebecca
So-
at that point was in a very unhappy marriage. She turned to me in a moment of need. And let me tell you, that's got to be the low point of her life, turning to me for anything. No, we were just friends, and we were hanging out having a good time, Jerry. That was it.
I don't feel any. I'm not uncomfortable.
I'm
in any
not.
way.
Don't ask me to destroy my pictures of that night. Those are mine, and you really have no right to them.
Don't you get worried about your naked pictures? Someone coming in and downloading them or something?
I worry all the time. No, they're not.
You're not naked.
They're not in
are you?
downloadable condition. They were in. There's one thing of Polaroids. They sit in a very, very private place where no one can find them.
Are you naked too?
Who, me?
Yes.
Hell no. Are you crazy?
Because I'm breaking in.
Like any good friends,
Really?
like any good friends, we took naked photos. Big
Wow.
deal.
Yeah. Howard and I took naked
You know,
photos.
I do have to admit, I did ask once. I asked.
What did she say?
No.
She
That
said no. What?
She never made love to Howard?
No, that I couldn't take photos.
Oh.
Why?
It just, I mean, and I once again, I agree with the argument. I know everyone's going to jump on the, I get beat up in my marriage, but I mean, it's, I think she was afraid that it was going to get out there somehow.
And boy,
I
if it got
understand
out there, what would we see? A most gorgeous woman nude. I mean, how
Well,
would
it was
that happen?
it was awful. I had one of those wind-up cameras where you have to hold the flash down, and I would have had to take it to Photomat, so they
Yeah.
would have seen it.
They
Did
would
you
have made
bring-
copies.
Did you bring up that she did it for me? So why can't she do it for you?
No, I didn't bring that up. No.
You did. We'll throw that in there.
I was
Yeah,
going to say,
all right.
now take that argument.
Are you crazy, Jerry? That's going to win the argument. Well, you did it for Howard, for Christ's sake, and you weren't even married to him.
I will try that. I did suggest maybe obscuring faces, but that didn't even fly.
Robin, has Jim Florentine tried to take
No.
nude photos of you? And Robin, can I ask, why are you surrounded by dead flowers?
I like dead flowers.
Really?
She had she had a boyfriend who used to videotape her in the shower.
Oh, God.
This
I
guy
did that
was
once.
this guy was so annoying. He tried to videotape me, and but she got
What were
rid of
you
him.
doing in the shower?
Nothing. And then, but Jimmy might be a picture taker. Did he
Oh,
ever
yeah.
say to you, "I want to take some
No.
pictures"?
Oh, yeah.
You were like that, Jimmy?
Oh, yeah. One time when she was doing the enema,
Yeah.
I got my Navy periscope up. Went right up the poop chute.
You love her. You love when she takes an animal.
I love the enema.
Why do you love it so much?
I don't know. It's like the smell of tuna and hazelnut.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
And you want pictures of that?
Yeah. Well, there's something from. It's close to the business end in the front, you know.
All right.
Howard,
You like a girl with a clean asshole.
Absolutely.
Right.
Just like her dad.
Oh, shut up.
That's ridiculous.
I put a little Vaseline on the tip of my dick.
Robin, I can't believe
Our butt cheeks is warm in the shower, by the way.
Right.
I can't believe you're dating our retarded puppet.
Right. All right. Thank you, Greg.
Howard, can I ask one other quick comment?
Yes.
What do you think of to Jerry's comments there? You talk about how there's these hot broad guys are already sick of banging him. I mean, that's the comment that he's been making. It sounds like maybe he doesn't have such a good deal after all.
What is he saying?
I can't understand one word this guy
Greg,
is saying.
you're breaking up something about Jerry hot broads. He's sick of his. He never said that.
Well, no, I was saying, well, he can't watch the football game. He can't do this. He can't do that. I felt bad for Stamos when she dumped him, but maybe he didn't get such a bad deal after all.
Are you kidding me? Rebecca's a lot of fun. Trust me.
Yeah.
She's got a good personality and she's hot. What more do you need in life?
Well, you can't watch.
She wants to turn the
football game
TV
on
off while I'm watching. I ain't complaining. I'll figure out something to do with her.
It's just, you know what, I do have to say in her defense, in Los Angeles, the games start at 9 a.m. and it goes until 10 p.m. So I'm in front of the television for 13 hours.
13 hours? That is a bit much.
Not the pregame.
That's not that much.
Hi, Jimmy.
All right, there you go. Just watching a videotape the boys took over the weekend. The Killers of Comedy were working with Beetlejuice, your friend. And it was Beetlejuice is eating, and Bob Levy walks over to Beetlejuice with his balls out.
Oh, my.
Oh.
While Beetle is eating. And Beetle eventually notices. And Beetle seems to be the most rational one out of that whole Killers of Comedy group. He's like, why are your balls out? And it's disgusting. Beetlejuice knows that's disgusting. But did you know that Jerry knows Beetlejuice? That
Yes.
Jerry's mom has a weird connection to Beetlejuice. She was Beetlejuice's teacher in school.
For many years. He was
Lester.
at that school for many years, Lester, yeah.
Did she teach any of the other whack packers?
No, Lester is it.
I wonder if that class had any future, like whack packers, like people we should
I
be
have
using.
to say it was a special ed school.
Right, so probably a lot of great candidates for our show. But
Yeah.
Beetlejuice was probably a star right off from the bat.
But Beetlejuice started out in special ed?
He was in special ed, yeah.
Oh, he really made something of himself.
And it was a special ed school. It wasn't a separate class. It was.
Do you think anyone would have realized, even your mom, at that point, that Beetle would become a superstar?
He was. You can ask my mother. He was her favorite student for years.
She must not be that good a teacher. When I asked him to spell his name, he spelled it R-E-D. So she really didn't teach him that much.
Well,
you think in all those years she could have taught him his name.
It's a long process.
It is. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Beetlejuice is a long name.
People are a little. You know, my aunt also taught at the same school. It was a school called PS 31 in Jersey City, and everyone's very concerned because Lester still goes out locally in Jersey City. And everyone's concerned about his drinking, actually.
Yeah, he does drink a lot.
He's not drinking enough or drinking too much?
Drinking too much, that he gets very drunk.
Oh.
Well, you know what's funny? For some reason, Lester Beetlejuice can only spell R-E-D. That's it.
Right.
Did your mom ever think to change his name to Red, which would have been a great name for him?
I don't think she was empowered to do that.
Right.
I think she was just working for this.
It would have made more
Jersey
sense
City
to go with
State.
whatever he could spell. That's my John Hine. John Hine, you were actually the answer to one of the trivia questions, but unfortunately it was the wrong answer. Jerry guessed you on one of the questions. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I was the announcer when the show started,
Right.
but it was George Takei. But
George
I appreciate
Takei.
it anyway, Jerry.
A lot of people do confuse those guys, though.
George Takei and John Hine.
True.
John, who has gotten 80
looks like-
blowjobs in his lifetime. Go ahead, John.
Oh my! I never said 80. Jerry O'Connell and
Near
Jeff
80.
Jerry O'Connell and Jeff Probst gave it their best shot, but it was Jimmy Kimmel who emerged victorious in the inaugural Celebrity Superfan Contest.
Right.
We'll talk about the difficulty of the quiz, how Jerry should take pride in not winning the contest, how Jeff knew Howard's family but couldn't come up with all the quiz answers, how Jimmy failed to recognize the voice of Crazy Alice,
Wow.
and if all three contestants are worthy of the title Celebrity Superfan.
To the Super Bowl.
And a beautiful.
Right.
Fractions and everything.
Son, he's going on over
there.
there.
What's happening?
Fred, what are you doing?
You know what? I had the pot up there. I guess they just started rolling.
You had the pot up.
For the tape that we had before. I forgot to bring it down when they stopped it.
All right.
How about after day 2 of History of Howard Stern, I called up John Hine. I called up John Hine, of all people.
Why did you call John Hine?
Well, I didn't want to bother anybody.
Important?
Well, I don't want to say important, but, I mean, he does the wrap-up show. I thought it would be less... I thought I would be more likely to get him there.
It'd be like if you called the White House and you asked for Condoleezza Rice.
Right.
You know?
Do Jerry and Jimmy believe that John Hine has gotten near 80 blowjobs?
Well, I don't have any reason not to believe him, but if that's the case, I'm very impressed. Very
And don't
impressed.
forget, he got married at 22 years old. He's claiming he got near 80 blowjobs before 22.
Wait, 80 blowjobs total or from 80 different women?
80 different women.
Oh.
I didn't say 80.
All right,
But
you said
somewhere in
near
that
80.
neighborhood, though, right?
The neighborhood, I came clean. The neighborhood shrunk. It's around 30. That's what I.
It's around 30? That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was conflicted about this, but I think John is an honest guy, and I think he's telling the truth. And I think that
come on, no one
I
believes
think that a lot of times in your adolescence, oral sex is not a home run.
In
but
your
it's something,
adolescence.
Yeah,
No.
right.
Yeah.
Not,
I bet
not a
Jerry's
mine.
got about a million blowjobs.
No,
You're a
I
different
wish.
player.
No, it's not
Jimmy,
that.
you got married at 22 too, didn't you? Your first
20.
wife? 20.
Yeah.
How many blowjobs did you have before your first wife?
Well, including her, none.
Right. 0, right?
Yeah.
You know, when you're in Stand By Me as a kid and you're a good-looking guy, I could believe he'd get 80 blowjobs.
Yeah, you know, it didn't work out that way because I was sort of the comic sidekick in that film.
Okay,
so I wasn't,
whatever. If I was in high school and everyone said, "Hey, there's the kid who was in Stand By Me," I would have gotten at least 3 blowjobs, at least that I know of.
When did you get skinny, Joe?
Do you mind swallowing before you ask that question?
I don't want the subject to move.
I want the irony.
You know, in all honesty, I think my mom saw that I was going down the wrong road and put me on a diet. A book called Fit for Life, if I remember correctly.
No, but you shot up too.
How old were you when you
That
got your first blowjob?
I was in high school. I was a junior in high school.
Really?
That's
that late?
not very.
No, that's
early,
not very
yeah.
good.
Well, you know,
for a
I
guy
didn't-
who was in a movie.
I think the thing, and this is why I believe, John, I did not go to sleepaway camp, which seemed to me where a lot of oral sex was happening.
I see.
Yeah, but it would have been everybody, including the campers
But the stories
and the counselors.
The stories I heard about
I bet
sleepaway
the
camp.
counselors would have been blowing you.
The stories I heard about sleepaway camp were that it was where you got
not
laid.
until your junior year in high school did you get a blowjob.
No.
Wow, late starter. And you say your mom got you on. Can you have your mom talk to Artie about it?
Maybe she's the one who can intervene.
You know, it's pathetic. I'm about 8 years older than Jerry,
Right.
and my first blowjob was when he was a junior in high school as well.
You know, Artie, I have to say, I don't think you've hit crisis period, but like you know, you
don't?
You still have time, you know. But it's something you got to think about. Is really like I
Artie,
worry a little
do you
bit
think
about
you're in crisis?
No.
No, yeah, you know,
If I could get rid of this fucking schedule, I'd be fine.
I know that Artie is 40, and I know that it's not. I don't think he's in trouble yet.
Well, the thing about Artie that I admire, besides obviously he's very funny, is that every time I come in, he's got something new going on. He's like Madonna. Now he's got the black eye. He's always reinventing himself.
Right. He's changing.
That's a different level of dirtbag.
Always working on that look.
He really looks like a degenerate now, doesn't he? I mean, he's full-fledged.
It's kind of terrifying. It really is. I really have to say, when you stood up, I got nervous. I
So,
heard
you know
about
what?
that guy.
Much like the heroin thing, maybe a year from now I'll blurt out the real story behind the eye.
What is
would
the
be
real
good.
story? Uh-oh. Swallow it before you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't choke.
I think most likely, I mean, just if you were going to work the numbers, it's probably a domestic dispute.
Yeah.
That would be my.
What
guess.
happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's all alone
Honest,
in
Art,
that
what
place.
happened? What happened with the eye?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, you really just fell and went into a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's worse in a way to me than if a hooker punched you in the eye.
Jimmy, you recently named Artie one of your 5 favorite stand-ups. Is that
yes.
true?
Well, yes, absolutely. Oh, yeah, I love Artie. I love
Hey,
him.
that was
Yeah.
yeah. What in
Love him.
Reader's Digest he did, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
A lot of people read that.
4 favorite, I think it was. Yeah.
4 favorite. Who were the other 3?
Comedians. It
Who was your other favorite?
It was
Sarah?
no, Sarah wasn't on there. There were people that I felt like I wanted to name some people like that. If people, especially who read Reader's Digest, hadn't heard of.
I see.
Zach Galifianakis, who's a very funny guy. Chris Elliott, Artie, and there was one other, but I forgot who it
You
was.
forgot who that was?
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. Yeah.
I like that you can't even remember who you named.
Tracy Morgan. That's right. Yeah.
Tracy's so funny.
I wrote it like 6 months ago. I don't know.
Let's get back to John. John, all right. Anything else on the wrap-up show?
Yeah, when Artie had his Teddy outburst, Jerry actually called and we had a little conversation about it. He was genuinely concerned and wanted to help out.
I was worried about Artie relapsing. That was my one concern.
There's somebody blowing John right now.
John, that's disgusting.
weird.
Not in the studio. Wow, this guy really
81, 81, dude.
81 blowjobs.
Just keeps on
Its
climbing.
penis is like a divining rod to tonsils.
Terry, what is your number of blowjobs right now? How many different women have blown you in your life?
You know, I never counted blowjobs, but you know, it's not that high. I'm not really a blowjob guy. I'm
You
more
don't
of
enjoy it that much?
Yeah, I prefer to hit a home
Just
run.
get right in it. Me
Yeah.
too. I'm with you on that.
When you run out of count, that's a good sign. The single most depressing fucking thing ever is when we asked Pauly Shore how many playmates you fucked, and he went, I don't know. I wanted to jump off the Chrysler.
Wanted to kill you. So I remember. That's when you started doing heroin.
When the first month I moved to Los Angeles, I went to a discotheque called Guys on Beverly Boulevard, and I
Right
remember
by Jerry's Deli there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I used to go there sometimes.
And it's amazing how Artie, he's
landmarks?
Yeah, his landmarks are restaurants.
Jerry's Deli was open all night. When I wasn't getting a blowjob, I was eating at Jerry's Deli.
There was a girl who went on a date with Artie and said every landmark he took her to was a restaurant. Real truth.
Well,
yes,
it's down by Katz's. Pauly Shore was at the monitor. They had a camera outside, and he was pointing to the monitor and telling someone to radio the bouncer to let that woman into the back. He's a stud. That guy.
He's an operator. He's an operator.
And you know, you can't blame a guy. I mean,
it's like the Wizard of Oz back there.
He is really.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I'm surprised you never used your late night prowess, your fame, to fuck lots of girls. You were really very, very faithful to Sarah, and you right out of your marriage.
I really fucked up.
It really fucked up.
Did you sleep with anyone else before you?
No.
Wow.
No. Yeah. So you've slept with 2 women your entire life.
No, 3.
3.
Wow.
You're really a monogamous kind of guy.
Yeah.
Look over there, John Hine.
Not by choice.
John Hine has
Is
had
whooping you.
way more.
Yeah, but really,
John
am I
Hine
that
is
much
beating you
better
like-
looking than John Hine? I mean, look at us.
But Jerry O'Connell's
Practically
laughing.
be
This is
related.
he looked at you and actually started laughing.
No, well, I was going to say John Hine is beating.
Establishing that we are here live, of course. And good morning. I will not be commenting today on the merger
Why is that?
because I don't believe it's really happening.
I agree with you. I don't know what the
you
hell's
think
going
you're
on.
dreaming?
Well, I've just seen too many weird shenanigans with this thing. I'll believe it like when we're on XM.
That's kind of what it's. That'll be what it takes.
I have a whole speech I'm going to make when I see the like. In other words, when are we on all of the systems? And when am I going to start hearing Major League Baseball? When I start
can't
hearing
wait.
that, I will make a comment on the merger.
Is there any word on when such a thing would happen?
No one tells me anything. I don't know if it's because, like, I'm, like, paranoid anyway. I don't ever want to be accused of knowing something that's going on in the company.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there a point where I was going to be investigated or something?
Yes,
yeah,
there
right.
was an SEC.
Yeah, a certain former friend of the show had something to do with
Yeah, I remember sitting there talking with these guys, and they go, well, what do you know? And I go, I don't know anything. And I don't. I mean, nobody tells me
Look at
anything. I don't know anything
Do
about
I look
any
like
of
I
that.
know something?
Oh, the theories,
Yeah.
because Mel signed shortly after you.
Yeah.
Oh, and the theories of guys working construction
Oh,
next to
really?
my apartment.
Really?
Yeah, they got together, and he said, I'll go first, and you go, and that's illegal. I'm like, what are you talking
Illegal.
Yeah,
Well,
well-
had we done that, I don't know what it would be illegal about it, but then again, that's not how it went down. People think I'm some sort of weird mastermind or something. I don't know. I know so little about everything.
Well, that's what Mel tells me. See, both of you are telling the same story. I'm
Yeah.
believing in now that there's a conspiracy.
Well, what
would have
And
been
you have the
illegal?
same excuse.
You mean we're really geniuses, and then
That's right.
secretly we go, just tell everyone you don't
That's
know
right.
anything.
I don't know anything.
Well, so I'm in the dark. I only know what I read in the newspaper. In fact, my cousin wrote me, he goes, congratulations, cuz. That's my cousin Richie. And I go,
he calls you cuz.
I go, he does. So he goes, That makes us seem closer than we are.
Oh.
No, we are actually pretty close.
Is he the BCeuticals guy?
Yeah, he's a real
He
good
did that
guy.
on the air. He said
Yeah.
cuz on the air.
Is he the only one who does that?
He seems to like being my cousin. No, he's a really good guy.
He has to announce it.
And he's really into family, not just me. I mean,
Right.
he's like one of those guys that holds the family together.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Yeah, but anyway, you know, congratulations. I go, on what? He goes, I just read the merger went through. And I go, I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I'm on XM.
Yeah, so far Sirius sounds exactly the
Yeah,
same.
nothing's changed in my life yet.
I got a
So
million
I am holding.
texts.
I have a million. Well, I have a million thoughts that I would like to announce,
But
but I'm holding off my comments.
That's good.
At least for a long time, because
I don't know. After the FCC approves it, what does it take to actually make a merger?
I don't. The way someone described it to me is that. Well, no one actually described anything to me. It's what I read. I'm waiting to make my comments so that my new audience on XM can hear it.
Everything. But my question is, you know, because I remember.
There's no celebration today. There'll be a celebration, but not today for you, Robin.
All right.
Sit still and do your thing.
There'll be no extra berry drink for you.
Ready. But anyway, no.
Robin
but
was going to double up on her berry drinks today because
I was having 2 smoothies.
Right.
But
Calm down over there.
It's a one smoothie Monday, Robin.
She's going to put champagne in her smoothie.
That's right. I was just going to just lose it over here. But no, like when CBS and Viacom merged, there was a whole bunch of paperwork.
Right.
Has all of that been done?
I'm sure
I don't know how.
know.
You want to know something, Robin? Until like somebody walks in here and they like take the XM sign down and put up Sirius or however they do it. I don't know.
The company's going to be called Sirius. Is that?
I don't
the way
know.
it goes?
Again, I don't know.
As soon as I see Opie or Anthony at the vending machine, I'm not believing anything.
Oprah and I will be making a joint statement. I know that much.
Well, there's a press conference I want to attend.
You and Mel are 2 individuals that make such an impact on a radio company that I guess if you talked about anything about maybe going, they could investigate that. But
Who knows? Mel didn't sleep on. He must because he wrote me an email at 3:30 in the morning,
right,
which I said to him, you know, what's going on? He's like, I don't know.
You're like, I get some. Does Mel? You think does Mel have a crystal meth problem? What's going on?
I said, what do you? I go, don't you ever sleep? And he goes, sleep? What's that?
You could tell he's a guy that just like is constantly, and you could tell he gets a high off of work and like the sale and the whatever. But
yeah, but it was Saturday night. I mean, well, what's he doing?
Working on the. But about 4 months before you announced, Howard, like I actually asked the lawyer this, and he said it wouldn't have been anything. But I was like, just curious. About 4 months before you announced the merger, I remember I was home. Me and Dana were
merger?
home.
I never announced.
No,
any
announced.
merger.
I'm sorry. You're going to Sirius.
Oh, okay.
I was at home with Dana. It was like a weekday afternoon, and you called me. You were clearly in like your limo, and you just said to me, "What is your deal at K-Rock?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, did you sign like a 3-year deal, like a multi-year? Can you get out at any time? And I said, no, I could get out at any time. You know, that's the deal I have. He goes, all right, I just curious about that. And you hung up, and I said to Dana, I said, that's an odd thing. And we started talking, and he said, maybe, you know, he's signing somewhere. And then we started talking about satellite, right? And we said, I don't know, you know, what does that mean? And would that have been considered like inside information?
Absolutely.
No, you didn't.
If he went out and bought
Right.
10 billion shares based on something like that. But you know what's funny about inside information
based on
that I
something
can
like that, that's a hunch.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything.
Right. But no, of course.
Right.
But what's so strange is, and this is the stuff I don't get about the stock market, which is why I really don't like the stock market. I don't understand it. I don't understand hedge fund. I don't even know what a hedge fund guy is.
Yeah.
I'm so illiterate when it comes to that. But I don't understand. So let's say you knew I was coming here, right?
Right.
This is the part I don't get.
Maybe I overheard something.
But what's the guarantee you're going to make money? In other words, like, what's the guarantee? Let's say you found out that the merger was going to be approved by the FCC. Let's say you knew a guy on the FCC.
Well, let's take it out of the realm of Sirius and just put it into simple terms. If you knew that Pfizer was about to...
That's different. That I understand.
No.
Viagra.
They got Viagra, and they're about to get that approved by the FCC.
You knew.
And you go out and buy a bunch of Pfizer stock
different.
based on that knowledge, then that's insider trading, and that's a violation because that information is not supposed to be leaked.
I think you're talking about the DEA. I don't think the FCC cares about Viagra.
FCC might care on a personal
not the
level.
FCC. I'm just
You
talking
said
about
the FCC. By
No,
mistake.
I meant the SEC, not the FCC.
No,
How
I
about
know
the
it's
BLOWME?
Because it stocks with the SEC.
All right. Anyway, listen. So anyway, my statement
The BLT.
my statement on the merger is I'm not making any statement. Not yet.
Well, if you bought when after you and Mel signed, it went up to like $9, and it was at $2. So if you had a hunch,
you
knew something,
you would have made a lot of money.
Yeah, and some people said they did, but it goes up $7 to make a shitload of money. You got to put down a shitload.
Well, that I understand as being an insider.
Yeah.
All right, listen. I don't know anything about insider. I don't know anything about FCC. I don't know anything about merger, and I'm not celebrating until I know I'm on XM.
Yeah, I mean, I got all these texts from guys. There's a guy, Pete Dominic, who's on Raw Dog, who works for me on the road. He's a real funny comic, and he has a show over there. And he texted me, because he works here. He texted me with like big explanation. Merger approved, and I got 3 other texts like that. I'm like, well,
should have been approved about 2 years ago. I mean,
even before they applied, it should have been approved.
Someone said it might be a dangerous monopoly. Yeah, on what planet is it a dangerous monopoly?
Yeah, it's so dangerous already. What an industry!
Yeah, I tell you, once this merger happens, it's gonna be nuts.
Now we command everything.
Yeah, I mean, game over.
Well, is the stock up? Is the stock up today?
I don't even know.
That's a good way of finding out. Like, look at what it was at Friday at closing, and did it go up at all?
Somebody who knows something about stock said that a lot of work has to be done before that stock will really move.
Yeah, but that's why Howard's right with the Wall Street. It's based on nothing. Like, just the fact that it happens the first day, it could shoot up $3.
Yeah, but for it to really stabilize and be a growing valued stock, there has to be a lot of work internally to make the company a more efficient, streamlined company.
A money-making operation.
There you go. Well, you two should tune into the Fox Business Network. Maybe they understand.
DePace is all into the stock thing. I bet he could look. I bet he knows what happened.
Well, he's going to do. We're going to give him a 7:00 show. He
his
can talk
stock
about
knowledge is like his political knowledge.
Yeah. So anyway, So if you're waiting for his statement, because
don't.
Right. Kid
Hold your
Chris
breath.
called me. Said last week I was waiting for a statement from you, and I never heard a statement on the merger.
What is Kid Chris doing? I'm waiting for a statement from him.
Well, you keep waiting because he has no statement. He's trying to get paid.
Yeah.
They're doing one of those deals, I think, on him where he's not getting paid.
Right.
Because they didn't know what he did for a living.
Yeah. Because that's a guy. And
for
that's
months,
a guy
he was around doing things they didn't know, apparently.
Yeah, evidently they didn't know anything he was up to. They have no talk about a violation. They have no idea what's on their air.
Who do you go to when that happens? What organization regulates that?
You go right to the police.
The Jerk-Off Association.
Right.
You know what? Actually, Kid Chris is doing great. He'll be opening for me at Levy's Comedy Club next Thursday.
Is that right?
I think. I think he's starting to.
Is he?
I heard. I don't know for sure. It might be some other comic told me that he heard Kid Chris, and it could be totally false. Might be doing some gigs with Levy, and I haven't talked to Bob, but I don't. Kid Chris doesn't do stand up, so I don't know what he's going to do. But
I don't either. But anyway, I spoke to him, and he said I was waiting. I tuned in, waiting to hear a statement about the merger.
Yeah.
What day did he tune in?
This was when the rumor was that the FCC was going to approve it.
I see.
And I said, well, rumors, I don't respond to rumors. I said, when I see myself on XM receivers, I'll know that the merger's been approved, or I'll know when it's all done deal.
Well, I certainly wish somebody would put out some kind of a statement.
Well, there'll be no statement from me. That's all I'm saying.
Here today because I love Howard, and I was lucky enough to get invited. Not everyone gets that opportunity.
So what are you going to talk about today?
Well, you know how it works on radio and on big productions like the Howard Stern Show? They pre-interview you, and then they ask you a bunch of questions, and then the producer gives that to the hosts, and then they usually ask you about that. But hopefully, I'll talk about whatever. I'm dishing it. I can take it. I'll answer any question Howard throws my way. And it's more fun. Keep it spontaneous.
Perez Hilton is here. Perez is a noted gossip columnist. He has a website that has over 7 million page views a day. Advertisers will pay as much as $54,000 to get on Perez Hilton.
Thank you.
Hey, Perez.
Good morning.
What do you say, man? Hey, you lost some weight. You look better.
Thank you. I've been working hard at it.
Yeah, you were getting a little fat.
I was getting very, very, very fat.
And you weren't getting any cock, were you?
I'm still not, but hopefully that'll change soon.
Hey, you're doing well. You're wealthy. You hang around with every celebrity. You're famous. I mean, you can't get any cock? What's your problem?
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
What are you doing
I
wrong?
noticed people are flirting for the first time in a long time, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you look
Things
good.
are beginning to change.
What happened? Were you so unhappy with yourself you started to eat? I mean, you were getting very, very chubby.
It was just that I was really I started making up excuses for everything. Excuses for not working out. I'm like, I don't have time. But now I just made the time, as lame as that sounds.
What is your day like? You're the only one who works on PerezHilton.com, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a staff.
Well, I have my sister who's my assistant, and my mom who's like my gopher. I moved them out from Miami to Los Angeles.
Still to this day, it's just you running the thing. So I would imagine it's hard to keep coming up with material.
Oh, no. At the end of the day, I always have like a bunch of stuff I could have written, but I need to sleep at least 4 hours. So I wake up on a normal day at 4 a.m. because I have to be on East Coast time and just work all day till 4.
Explain that to me. You work all day. You wake up what time?
At 4 a.m.
4 a.m. And then you work till what?
I work until 4:30 p.m. and then I go to the gym and then I come home and I eat and shower and work some more and then I go to bed and I try to get to sleep by 10.
So you're not out running around all
I
over
used
the
to,
place.
and
Yeah.
that's probably one of the reasons why I was fat, because I was sleeping even less and eating and drinking, and now I like to treat myself as if I'm the Michael Phelps of blogging. And I don't leave my house from Sunday night through Thursday night. And I really am happy doing that because, I love what I do.
That's what you did. It was your hobby. You had no idea that this would become a popular website. I mean, there's a lot of people blogging. Nobody really gets any attention doing this. And this worked into a full-time business. How much are you worth at this point? Are you a millionaire?
Well, I don't know.
You know if you're a millionaire.
I have my business manager who handles that, who's a lovely guy who called yesterday saying, I want to let you know everything's okay. Don't worry about
do you have your
things."
money at Lehman Brothers? Is that
No,
it?
we did it. But he just wanted to, he's very professional and wanted to make me feel at ease.
Well, you're working hard. I mean, you're taking this thing seriously, the website.
I just started for fun. But what's funny now is that nowadays people start blogs and websites with the whole intention of just trying to make money doing it.
Right.
I just started it for fun.
You enjoy doing it. That's the secret.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, it's getting harder, though, because the more popular you get, you've got to worry about being sued. I know in the beginning you could write anything you want. Nobody cared.
Nobody was reading me.
But now, are you involved in a lot of lawsuits?
I've gotten almost all of them settled now.
Right. That was the one big lawsuit was that you were using pictures that photographers took and you were writing things on them. And then they said, hey, wait a second. You're making some money with these pictures. You got to pay us. So I assume now you're paying them.
Yeah, I pay for every photo that I get.
Right.
Yeah, it was interesting, because I became a big boy without planning to or without meaning to. And then when you're a big boy, you have to play by big boy rules.
Yeah, I know. That's a real shame, isn't it? It's a lot more fun when you don't have to play by anybody's rules.
It is.
So now, so on your website, there's probably less pictures because you got to be careful about which ones you buy. I mean, you don't want to spend too much money.
I don't, I'm not cheap, so
Right.
I'll post away.
So it looks the same.
Yeah, it's
as
the
it
same.
Always would.
It's even better, I think, because now I'm doing video, I'm doing iChats with people.
Like I saw you link the other day to I guess it was something from TMZ. Do you have to pay for that too?
No, not to. I can link to any website.
I see, yeah, because that's good. I like that. And then let's say, like the other day, you had a picture. I think it was Sienna Miller. I don't know one person. I'm so out of it now. I don't even know who Sienna Miller is, really.
Oh, you do.
I honestly don't.
Well,
she used to date Jude Law.
Yeah.
Right. But was she there naked and kissing some guy?
Yeah, that Brothers and Sisters actor, Balthazar Getty. She's the homewrecker.
And she looked nude and fat. Was she fat?
I think think she was just hunched over, so she may have
A
looked.
bad angle?
Yeah, a bad angle.
A picture like that you have to pay for, right?
I did, yeah.
You did. How much does a picture like that cost?
It depends on who's selling it to you, who I have relationships with.
I see.
Thankfully, some people I kind of have like all you can eat kind of thing where I pay someone a flat amount and they can use all their pictures per month.
Oh, that's great.
So that's good. I use those a lot.
So is that like $100 to get a nude picture of Sienna Miller, or is it like $100,000?
Not $100,000,
Right.
but yeah, it's more than 100.
Are there pictures now you want to use, but you just say, I can't afford that. I'm not paying a guy $50,000 for a picture of Madonna's, asshole.
No, it's really rare because there's so many paparazzi in Los Angeles, or actually all over the world,
right?
That very few people get exclusive shots anymore,
right? So
and those are the ones that are expensive.
Yeah,
But you're not at the point where you're going to have, somebody go out just to get an exclusive picture. You don't send people out looking for
I might
things.
in the future diversify. Who knows?
Yeah.
Famous people hate you when they see you, though, right? Don't they? Because you say mean things about them.
They some do, and some have a sense of humor about things. They may hate me, but I think a lot of them read it.
Yeah, Avril Lavigne set up a website, an anti-Perez Hilton.
Oh,
website.
that was a fake website, but I thought that was really funny.
Right, because you make fun of these people. You don't
But
like
she did
Avril
call
Lavigne?
me one day.
And what did she say?
She said, "Stop writing about me," and I said, "Well, you make it so easy."
What is it? I find her very attractive, cute, also talented. What don't you like about
You
her?
see, I find her obnoxious and not attractive.
Yeah, well,
She's just like, she's a spoiled brat, it seems like, and not very appreciative of her fans. And there's all these accusations that she doesn't even really write her own music. And,
is that true?
Yeah, well, allegedly, according to people that have worked with her.
No kidding.
They've gone on the record and everything. And then she's threatened to sue the people that she's worked with in the past and had them recant it.
Oh, wow. I wasn't even aware of all that. She just looked like a cute chick who had won a bang.
Well, you don't look very far past the makeup.
You
and,
like her music?
The look.
I
yeah.
do. I like her tunes.
You like the Girlfriend song?
I do. I like it.
It's very
like
different from Coldplay.
Well, I like it all.
He's
I mean,
eclectic.
Yeah, I'm a skater boy, actually.
He actually listens to the guys and just looks at the girls.
So now I have to ask you.
Wait, I heard something.
Yes.
So you're getting married soon.
Soon, yes.
And I'm hearing you're getting married very, very soon.
Very soon.
Like within days.
Oh, really? So,
it may be wrong information, but that's what I heard.
Because there's rumors about you all the time.
I got to
now.
tell you, every weekend of the summer, I was supposedly getting married. And I find it fascinating because, first of all, A, who cares when I get married?
People obviously care.
They evidently do care. And B, I haven't gotten married yet. And no, I mean, I'm getting married soon. But
Are you going to sell the pictures and all that?
No, you want to know something? We got approached. Not we. Beth got approached by, I don't even want to say the magazine. There were two magazines.
In Style is usually one of them.
It wasn't In Style.
It wasn't?
I don't think so. Well, Beth will be here. She'll tell you. She's a big Perez Hilton fan, by the way. She's on there like 10 times a day. I see her on there.
She got to check in with Perez.
And I always say to her, you're very shallow reading Perez Hilton. And she'll go, she goes, oh, I don't care, and then all of a sudden I'm looking over her shoulder and I'm reading.
Right. As soon as you see her, you got to get into it.
Yeah, right. But actually, I was talking about this wedding stuff, and then I was talking about something I wanted to tell you.
Well, you were talking about the two magazines. That
Oh, yeah.
get
Okay, you
approached.
asked me the question. So the two magazines evidently offered $1 million.
Are you kidding? You didn't turn that down.
One of the magazines offered $1 million.
You could donate it to charity.
So I said to Beth said to me, I would take the $1 million and give it to my charity. I said, yeah. I said, that makes sense on some level. I said, but really, I'm not the kind of guy that really wants my wedding picture released. It's just not for me. I hate it. It seems like the douchiest thing you could possibly do.
So are you going to ask wedding guests not to bring cameras and things like that?
Yes, I am. I'll tell you why. I just wanted
people are being strip searched.
The concept, yes, you especially. The concept behind the wedding was we were going to have a family wedding, and then we're going to have a wedding for a couple of friends and some business people and people we work with and stuff, and that was it. And it would be a dinner, and it'd be simple. No one had to sit there and worry about being photographed and all that other shit. It'd just be relaxing. That was the idea.
But
no. So
that's what's going to happen.
No, that's what's going to happen. So I said to Beth, you know what? I give money to charity. I don't need to have my picture in the paper to give money to the charity. I know it would help some people and this and that, but I talked it over with my agent, and even he said, listen, that's just tacky. Forget it. You should give money to charity, to the charities you want to give to, and that's that. So, no, I'm not doing that. And I think Beth really would have actually liked to do that because she says any money she could raise for...
Oh, sure. I mean, that's a huge amount of money to be able to give.
Well, what's her
to a
charity?
worthy
Maybe people
cause.
can donate right now.
Well, actually, she is running for North Shore Animal League for the marathon. She's running the 26, whatever that is. She's running the New York City Marathon. She's doing that. She's already raised a lot of money, and a lot of our listeners have given money. So thank you for that. She's got it. So she'll talk about that. Anyway, let's get back to you and what you're up to.
I like to interview other people as well.
Yeah,
You know,
I could
it was
see
funny
that.
because when you said that, George Takei, I don't know if he ever went back to people to get some money, but they're, you know, like they had them all over Entertainment Tonight last night because
did
they
it
were
for
at the
free.
wedding. And People Magazine got the pictures for free, yeah.
Yeah, Brad and George got married on Sunday.
Well, he's doing it to promote the message of equality, and he wants to get
but
that.
he could still get paid.
Yeah.
I don't know who would pay him that much.
Artie, weren't you angry at Perez? He did something about you, didn't he? Was there something about that? Weren't you angry at one time at Perez?
No.
You were.
Absolutely not.
He put a picture in of you.
The drawing.
And drew something on it. And you said it skeeved you because, you know, it was sort of like he was flirting with you or something.
Flirting with I don't think I'm his type. I know. I don't remember being...
Yeah. You talked
Bears?
Like
I
a
don't
big
remember
burly
being
guy.
angry at Perez.
I don't actually either. Someone handed me that note.
Yeah.
I'm mad at him? No.
Margie, you're on the air with
Oh, was
Perez.
that the picture? Was that the thing with the heart around my crotch?
Yes.
He likes you.
Was that? Well, do you remember doing that, Perez?
I do that.
Right. Okay.
That means he likes you.
I did a gig in Miami. Miami has a comedy festival, and I guess there was
Not going to talk over you.
people that take pictures down there and send them to Perez. So for like a week, I was on there with a heart around my crotch.
Right.
I was rather flattered by it.
You're not kidding. I never got a heart around my crotch.
I draw a crown on your head.
I know. You always do nice things. Margie, go ahead. You're on the air in New York City.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
It was my friend Liz. We actually wanted to talk to you because we're with a website called PerezRevenge.com, and we wanted to ask Perez a question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
He's not afraid.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Hurry up, though.
We wanted to know. Basically, he claims that celebrities have to live by a certain standard, and that they have to be willing to let it all hang out because they put themselves in.
All right, thank you, Margie, for the call. I'm gonna kill myself waiting for the
Read
question.
the Constitution before she gets there.
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously wrapped up in you. It says here you got sued for $85,000 because you were sued by Lindsay Lohan's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Samantha Ronson. Why did she sue you?
She sued me because, I was talking to someone. I think I was talking to Gary, and he was saying how people threatened to. Matthew Perry's folks were threatening to sue you because you read something in the National Enquirer that Matthew Perry's people claimed weren't true.
Right.
Well, some media outlet reported something about Samantha Ronson, that she allegedly was the one that gave Lindsay the drugs, and that she was the one supposedly staging photo ops.
So you commented.
And I reported what these other people were saying, and I said, according to these other people, I attributed it. I worded it very carefully, so I did nothing wrong. And then I ended up winning that lawsuit, and she still owes me money.
Oh, wow. No kidding. And did that shock you that Lindsay Lohan was gay?
No, because for the longest time, she was a nympho.
Right.
So she'd just hump whomever, wherever, whenever.
I told you could get her, Artie. You
And
had to
this
just
isn't even
be
the
there.
first girl she's been with.
My theory is she was very unhappy being with men and maybe being in the closet. You know, as many closeted people their lives are ruined. And now that she's out and she's running around with this girl, I assume it's a known thing that she has this girlfriend.
Well, they still haven't commented publicly about it.
Okay, but she's living an open lifestyle.
Yeah,
And
so they're not really hiding it.
And maybe that's why she's straightening out. She's not doing as many drinks and drugs and things like that. Is she straightening out?
For the most part. I mean, I still hear things here and there.
Is she ever going to work again?
She is. She's doing Ugly Betty right now in New York City.
That's
so.
not working.
Well, it's kind of like the Robert Downey Jr. school of celebrity image rehab. You know, he did the Ally McBeal, and now Robert Downey Jr. is huge.
You have to work your way back up. You got to go back on some shitty television shows and then sort of work your way back into a good movie, right?
The people of Ugly Betty are going to be very upset.
It's very sad.
Actually, I like Ugly Betty.
It's sad that she self-destructed like this. Here's a girl who had a great career.
I mean, look
going.
at her parents, though. Both of them are crazy.
Right. Now, do you would you agree that most of the celebrities are more leaning toward Obama?
And they're all talking about it very publicly. I think the only one who's not is like Kid Rock, and he's saying all these other losers talking about it should shut up.
Right.
And they're all talking about that Sarah Palin girl.
They hate her.
She's the hugest overnight celebrity in America.
Right
I kind
now,
of love
for
her.
sure. Yeah.
Are you getting gossip on her? Are you trying to?
I mean, her, the daughter, everyone.
What's going on? What do you know?
They're like the Spears of the political world.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
You're working on some big stuff about them?
Well, the most recent one I posted was about the daughter and how she stole her boyfriend, who's now the baby daddy, from her former friend.
I see. So there is a lot of intrigue.
Yeah, and apparently, although I don't think she's ever talked about it, Sarah Palin herself was pregnant before she got married and all these things.
Yeah, I just heard a little bit about that this weekend. That was a shotgun wedding.
And the most recent one, that's just kind of funny, is that when she was governor, well, she's still governor of Alaska, but when she got into office, she had a tanning bed put in there, which is kind of funny.
Oh, that's
But now her people are saying that she paid for that with her own money.
Right, who knows? Hey, you know, you did something that shocked me. And I don't get shocked by much, but Whoopi Goldberg criticized you for it, too. You posted a picture of Adam Sandler's 2-year-old child, and
Sadie.
really, I don't know her name, and I don't really know Adam, but I thought it was cruel. I actually did. Because I never make fun of the kids as celebrities, really, unless they're like, you know, actors or something. But you took a picture of his 2-year-old kid, and you like kind of said that she was not good looking.
She's not.
Yeah, but
It's mean. I know.
Nice.
Did
the
you
kid
feel-
didn't ask for that.
Did you feel bad about that at all? Did you hear from Adam? Was he upset?
I didn't hear from him, but you know, I'll bend over and let him spank me really hard. You know, the thing is that I'm not a complete asshole. I'm a conniving asshole.
Right.
Like, I did it on purpose to try to get a response out of people. Maybe that's really cheap and lame, but
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if
there's
it
a
makes it
little
any
kid
better.
There, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, I was just really saying what a lot of people were thinking. I mean, you may not say it out loud, but I did. You know, I love what Barbara Walters says when she sees an ugly baby. There's ugly babies out there. Barbara said this before. She's like, when I see an ugly baby and somebody says, "Oh, what do you think of my baby?" She says, "What a baby!"
Maybe you should just write "What a baby" now. And people
I think
understand what
I'll
that
do that
means.
for a week or so.
Now, what is this? You're going back to sex. You have not had a lover in a long time. Now that you are on the celebrity circuit, you are accepted into this circle. Do you think you might be hooking up with a famous man?
I have my celebrity crushes.
Who is your
sure.
celebrity crush? Let me hear. Who do you
Well,
want
I
to
think I do, but they're all straight. The ones that I think are cute. Oh, there are some that are gay that are cute too. But I love the Zac Efron or
You
the
like
Chase
him.
Crawford.
Right, that's
you
who
like
you want.
those little.
But that's just fun to pretend. I wouldn't ever want to date anyone that pretty because then I'd always feel so insecure. I'm dating someone so pretty.
And what's the plan? Are you going to out more celebrities? You like to out celebrities.
Sure.
Whenever
I
you
feel
find
like
out someone's gay, you will report it on your website.
Well, I haven't recently because I think I've outed everyone except for like some TV actors that are still closeted. But does anyone really care about TV actors?
And are you so successful? Yeah, people do. Are you successful now?
Well, I should do it then.
Is Gary right that you're getting your own record label?
Yeah, I'm very
Now, what
excited
is that
about
all
that.
about? What do you know about
Well, like
music?
Howard, I love music too, and I like all different kinds. And, you know, I feel like I have this wonderful opportunity. Whenever I mention a musician on my site, even if only 10% of my readers check it out, that's a lot of people checking out the music. And a lot of folks say, "Oh, I discovered this person because of you." So I want to really help people and discover talent that I think is amazing and guide their career along.
Wow, all right. Well, that sounds
It's
interesting.
something I'm really passionate about. I love music so much.
How many readers are on that website?
Well, nowadays it's actually like about 9 million, 9.5 million a day. It's really
Wow.
crazy.
9.5 million a day.
Individuals or
It's
hits?
no, that's page views. People that
Okay.
come back
All
more
right,
than
all
once. But that's what the advertisers care about.
And you're getting $54,000 for a spot on your website?
That's if it's taken every day. It's
Right.
not, that's for the wallpaper. I mean, I don't care about money that much.
Right.
All I care about is that I'm able to be with my family. I was able to support them, and I don't have to worry about paying bills. I have my business manager do that. I never balanced a checkbook. I felt like really stupid.
Have you ever outed someone and found out they weren't gay?
And have to put them back in the closet?
No, nothing like that.
I mean, I've always, it's fun to speculate, but I've never said this person is if I don't know.
And you started your own clothing line.
Yeah, I did that. I still do. I did one collection with Hot Topic, and now I still got my line on my
you.
website.
Man, I tell
And I got
you.
a book coming out in January. You can pre-order it on Amazon.com.
Now, what is in the book?
It's called Red Carpet Suicide, a survival guide to keeping up with the Hiltons. And I like to compare it. Jon Stewart came out with a really funny book called America a few years ago. So mine is like the Hollywood version of that.
Why can't Jessica Simpson hold on to a guy? I mean, what's the problem there? Is it that she's a
Well, you know
moron?
what's, and I kind of think it's sad. I once had a conversation with her, and she's that kind of girl that only likes to date famous dudes. She won't
Right.
date a normal person.
Right.
And that, just inherently is destined for failure, because when you're both really busy and you're a singer traveling the world and you're so-and-so doing that and you're never spending time together,
You're so
how's
right.
that going to last?
You're absolutely right.
So how's it going to go with this football player?
I don't know. I mean, there's rumors that she might be pregnant or just fat. But she really wants to make it work out with him.
How's Britney Spears doing? Is she getting it back together?
I saw her at the VMAs, and I was seated across the road from her, and I was like just staring at her the whole time.
She's captivating to you?
Well, yeah, for millions of people all over the world.
That's true.
And I was very happy to see that she looked normal and didn't seem drugged out. Because for a while there, she seemed like a zombie.
Yeah, and she had the vagina. In every picture, we saw the vagina, right?
She did it repeatedly.
Yeah, and you showed.
did you see
I
her
love
stuff?
vagina shots.
I do too.
We haven't talked about it. I saw a couple of blurbs while I was on vacation or something. She lost her virginity at.
Her mom. Well, actually, those were reports that it may not be true, but apparently the mom has a book that's coming out
Right.
all about raising two famous fuck-ups. And the mom supposedly reveals that Britney lost her virginity at a really young age, even though she claimed that, like the Miley Cyrus girl. I bet you that Miley Cyrus girl isn't a virgin either.
You think she's banging a dude?
Well, Miley, ever since she broke up with that Nick Jonas boy, she's been dating a lot.
Right. She's
getting
horny.
experience.
She looks like a woman, quite frankly. She's looking a lot older than she really is.
And she talks like a 40-year-old.
I say she's a 2-pack-a-day girl myself.
Right.
But and then that Britney started drinking at like 14 or something. Is that
And
what the
doing
other thing?
drugs
Yeah.
not that long after.
You don't like Jennifer Aniston. You mock her all the time. Why?
Actually, I've kind of not learned, but I don't mind her anymore.
You don't?
I kind of now I'm kind of feeling sorry for her.
Why?
Because she's just like the Jessica Simpson of the 40s.
Right.
And actually, I appreciate the
See, I
fact.
told someone this the other day. I said, the reason Jennifer Aniston can't hold on to a guy, she's another one who insists on only dating celebrities.
Famous guys, huh?
She's got to be with Vince Vaughn. She's got to be with
They got to
Brad
be a
Pitt. She's
name
got-
and in the business.
John Mayer.
Yeah, if she
recently.
she'd be a super catch for some, regular guy who maybe is doing well and, would really be devoted to her. Julia Roberts married a key grip or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's
But,
smart.
I was thinking about her, and you forget. Remember, she did research on Brad Pitt before
Right.
she dated him.
Did you know that?
Really? No,
Yeah,
I
she
didn't know
researched
that.
him, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she researched him.
That's like Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise.
That is the strangest looking couple. Do you point that out? They're
very
odd
bizarre.
together.
But I mean, I'm surprised they've lasted this long.
And she's too tall for him, right?
Well, he likes tall girls.
He certainly does. Well, there's always so much to talk about with you. Perez Hilton, by the way, I should say this. You go to his website by merely putting in PerezHilton.com. That's it, P-E-R-E-Z Hilton.com.
And you still love hanging out with the celebrities and
I love staying at home. I don't leave my house from Sunday night through Thursday night. I love working. I love doing what I do, and I feel
When's
really
the last time you
thankful.
blew a guy?
I got blown 7 months ago, but I didn't blow.
7 months ago, you got a blowjob.
Yeah.
That's it. Boy, that's. I figured you'd be out having a party.
You know, I'm available. Anyone can email me at perez@perezhilton.com. Send pictures.
Mr. Freeze, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah. Did you ever cry in therapy?
Me?
Yeah, you fag.
Yeah, I did. You know, it seems to me.
Well, now we're outing Howard.
Yeah, I've been in. Yeah, I might as well come out of the closet. I'm gay because I cried in therapy. No, actually, it seems to me like your therapist is most proud of you. The goal is to cry in therapy to show that you have emotion and shit.
Well, to actually tap into it, I guess.
And if you manage to cry in therapy, which I've done like 2 or 3 times, he's so proud of me. like wow, you're a brave man. You're able to do this. And so I don't know. They get you into the mindset that it's okay to do that. Did you cry yet in outpatient therapy, Artie?
No, not yet.
That didn't break it down,
really, Artie.
I'm working up to it. You surprised by that?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I did make out with the guy though.
You did? No.
My therapist.
My ears perked up.
So they're moving right along in therapy.
Yeah, we're really hitting it off.
Let me tell you something, Perez. You're doing all right.
Thank you very much,
I
Howard.
like your website. I think it's done
appreciate it.
very, very well. And,
Tell Beth I say hi.
Oh, you'll see Beth. She's here.
All right. Well, I'll go say hi.
You see, she'll tell you everything that's on your website. You can quiz her about anything on your website, and she'll know it.
Well, maybe you could send me the wedding picture and not give it out to everyone.
Honey, are you here? Hey, Gary, is Beth here? What? Ask her any question.
You want him to quiz her?
About any celebrity. What?
She's here.
Ask her if she wants to meet Perez Hilton.
Okay.
I'm telling you, she's on that website 900 times a day. Between that and texting.
Girls got to stay informed.
She loves that gossip.
It's research.
Yeah, she reads that. She reads Us Magazine. She reads all
I know
that.
she reads all the tabs, and she's always into page 6 in the morning.
Hey, hon. There's my...
Look at her. Oh, my goodness. Hello.
Good morning. Hello. You too.
Your website every day.
Oh, thank you.
How many times a day are you on PerezHilton.com?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just once.
Oh, that's a lie.
No,
Come on.
that's not true.
Honey, you're on there all the time.
So embarrassing. No.
No, tell the truth. You're on there a lot. You're on
Just
there.
once. But every day.
Oh, thank you.
That's how I knew that you were on today.
Perez, ask her anything about any celebrity. She can tell you.
Oh, honey, that's really embarrassing.
Come on. Go ahead.
What do you think about Howard liking Avril Lavigne?
Oh, you always had a little crush for her.
I mean, I like her.
Yeah,
I like her
she's
music.
good, and she's cute. You think
Yeah,
she's hot?
right.
Yeah.
No, but Perez, ask her any question about.
What's on the
Ask her
website?
like the name of Adam Sandler's kid, and she'll know.
I don't know that.
Oh, you don't know that?
No.
Well, thankfully, I don't talk about the kid that much.
Good,
No, you're mean about some kid. You know who you're mean about? Is Demi Moore's daughter.
Oh, Rumor Willis.
You're really
She's really
mean.
ugly on the inside. On the inside.
She's ugly. What are you saying?
You see, the thing about
Beth
Rumor...
gets upset when you do that.
I
The thing
do.
about-
Leave the
here's-
kids out of
No,
it. Oh,
I
but
think she's ugly on the inside. Here's my thing about Rumor Willis. She's kind of like a dude, or no, no, she's not a dude, but like there's just some people that fuck their way to the top. She fucked her way to the top without having sex. Like she kind of latched on to other celebrities just to try to get famous herself. Like she was hanging out with Lindsay Lohan, and they were BFF for the longest time. She was hanging out with Hayden Panettiere, and they were BFF for the longest time. She put herself in the spotlight, walking the red carpets, and she was doing nothing. She was just Bruce and Demi's daughter, and that to me just kind of made me.
In other words,
ew.
you don't respect her because she's only Bruce and Demi's daughter, and that you can't be famous just for that.
I mean, you can,
But
and
you
she
don't like
is.
it. But that puts her on the shit
I
list.
just didn't like how she went about it.
Yeah.
You know who else you're mean about?
Who?
Is Adam Sandler's baby.
I just
That's
talked to him about
mean.
that.
Yeah,
oh,
we
you did.
talked
That
to him
was
about
really
that.
mean.
That's wrong.
And wait, who else was I mad at you about? There was one more. I'll think of it.
But you love it, huh?
That's quite a rock. Are you going to send me your waiting picture?
Oh.
You should.
I don't know about that.
We were talking about that.
We actually
Or
gave
maybe
out
the honeymoon picture. You're going to go on honeymoon?
Nah, we've
No?
been on a million. Well, I mean, we'll be.
My life is a honeymoon.
Oh.
Thank you, sweetheart. Didn't something wonderful happen last night? We can give Perez the exclusive.
What happened? What happened?
I made love to her.
You go right about that, Perez. It's the
How
first
often
time.
do you
Go
do
ahead,
that?
quickly. Get on
Oh,
your
you have
website.
a really bad picture of me that you put up. We need to update that.
All right, you got to send me the wedding photo.
What else don't you like about Perez's website or like about it?
I'm informed by it on a daily basis, but there's another child that I'm upset over that
All right,
you talk
Rumor
about.
Willis.
Rumor Willis. the Sandler child, and then there's one more that I get so upset about. Oh, not even a child. You're mean about Lindsay Lohan's girlfriend. Is she a nasty person? Very. Is she? Oh, see, I don't know
Why
her.
is she
I know
a
her
nasty
mom. I
person?
love her mother. Her
mother
mother's
seems
awesome.
cool.
Her
Yeah,
mother's
what's
the
her
coolest.
mother's name?
Ann Dexter.
And yeah.
She's
I saw
really
a
cool.
video of her leaving Mark Anthony's birthday party, like blitzed drunk.
She's
which I thought
awesome.
was
She's really
funny.
cool. Yeah, she's friends with Tony and Randy, so
I
I've
see.
hung out with her.
Oh, you know her?
I don't know the daughter. I don't
Right.
know
You know
any
the
of the
mother.
kids. I know the mother. Yeah, and I always feel bad because I think the mother is awesome.
Now, how is Perez mean about Samantha Ronson? Lindsay
My
Lohan's
nickname
girlfriend?
for her is Saman, but it's just me being silly.
But that's what makes the website interesting.
Yeah.
And no, I love it. I'm just saying
Thanks.
these are the things that it can't all be nice.
Well, you've met your hero, honey.
Oh, no.
Perez Hilton.
Well, congratulations. Wait, so is the wedding like this coming week or weekend?
It's very soon.
That's what I heard. I heard from
It's
sources
soon.
it's very soon.
I just had my first dress fitting yesterday. Finally.
Who's the designer?
Georgina Chapman
Oh,
from
from
Marquesa. Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
Very beautiful.
Perez,
Who's
how
doing
much
your
did you pay
suit?
for that exact date, Perez? At a wedding.
Pay for the date?
Of the wedding.
Well, I think I heard it's literally within days.
Well, I could get you an exact date.
And I heard it's in New York. I thought because there were rumors it was going to be in Florida or all these.
Florida?
Yeah, it's in Florida.
Yeah, it is
No,
in
but
Florida.
I heard it's in New York within days, and people are from all over the country are traveling here for it. That's
right. Are you kidding?
It's like a pilgrimage.
People don't believe it.
I'm coming in from Hoboken.
That's right. Well, listen.
Beth, you look
Congratulations.
Beth, you look fantastic.
Congratulations.
by the way.
She
She looks
does.
She looks
fantastic.
wonderful.
Thank
She
you.
looks fantastic.
Marathon training.
I know she does, but
Killing
I'm
me.
saying.
Well, she's
You
training.
put my charity on your website.
I did.
No, you
I
can't.
should. Oh, yeah.
because you've been doing that.
Yeah, give me the info.
I don't know. What did you say, honey?
He puts sometimes charities on his website that people should look into, and I
Yeah.
said he should put my North Shore Animal League.
I will.
GoBetho.org.
I'll make sure to write that down.
Cool.
All right,
Thank
that would
you.
be good. Artie, what you? No, she looks good.
No, I'm saying Howard is saying that you're running a lot and everything,
Right.
and I don't know, man. I think you look toned and
Tan and blonde and
Yeah, she's working.
bikini model.
She's really proud of her arms. She showed your muscles.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stop it. I don't have muscles. You're so mean.
She's been running. First of all, she
I
had.
did my first 18 miles.
Wait,
Yeah.
if you're getting like a custom made Marquesa gown, you have to show that off. Maybe she could just have a picture by herself.
Yes.
That you could release.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't care about that. That's fine.
The dress is so
You
beautiful.
could have one of those magazines.
I don't wanna
an
be-
exclusive on the dress.
Yeah,
You
I
could
don't
offer-
want to be a douchebag.
Yeah, we've been
standing
approached
there.
by all the magazines, but in respect to Howard, it's not his thing, so,
So
we've
you just
turned them
do
all
that
down.
yourself in the dress and maybe talking about the preparation and all that stuff.
Oh, maybe that. I don't care about. I mean,
You know what's interesting about it? Like
Okay.
Beth is the kind of girl I couldn't think could get hotter, but she actually got hotter.
Oh, Artie.
Seriously.
well, that's what I insist on.
Yeah, you look a little better too.
Yeah, you have to get hotter and hotter. No, the problem with this marathon training is, like Beth had the worst cold for 4 or 5 days.
Really? I'm still sniffing.
She ran 18 miles.
Wow.
And then she ran another 6 miles the next day, and she blew out totally. And then she's unavailable to me.
I had sex with you last night.
That was the first time because
Oh, I was so sick.
she was sick, and,
Yeah.
and I had to wait.
That
And
is amazing,
That's
though.
really
What she's doing is amazing.
it's amazing, but yet I really don't want it anymore.
He doesn't like
I'm
it.
against it.
You
No one,
the only marathon she should be running is you, huh?
No one has had the sniffles that bad in here since AJ Penn.
Meanwhile, you're so much cuter in person. You put
Oh.
horrible pictures of yourself on your site.
Well, thank you. If you know any hot gay boys, let me know.
Are you single?
Very.
We know some great gay boys.
You do?
Yeah.
In Los Angeles?
No.
Oh, no.
No,
Well, I'll come visit more often. I love New York. I love it here.
Apparently, they don't know any hot single broads. They know gay
No,
guys.
no, we don't know that.
They don't even know any hot
We do
guys.
actually. Beth is coming
Mom,
in here.
coming in with a hot single broad.
Beth's friend
Yeah.
Jill is coming in.
I'm sure she'll love
Yes, she's.
She actually she brought you a treat.
Really?
Yeah.
A treat.
Yeah.
Does it rhyme with Mahina?
I'm not going to say it's her treat to bring.
Does it rhyme with Merowin?
And Artie, this girl is a nice girl. Don't try to write her a check right
And
now.
don't try to corrupt
What
her
is it, the
either.
check writing? What am I, Jerry Springer?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, can I see the ring? I never saw the ring up close.
You never saw my ring?
Not up close. That is like a bauble or whatever you call it.
Wow.
Now, is that just
That's
the
classy,
engagement
too.
one? When you get married, you get a different ring?
Yeah. You got to
Yeah.
get the wedding ring. We
I feel
got
like
that.
Lisa G.
You guys did that, right? You guys,
Where is your wedding
yeah.
rings?
Yeah.
Do I have them?
You had them.
No, you have them.
No,
now.
I have them
You
because I have
them
to
now.
give them too.
Yeah.
But did you see my tattoo?
Yeah, I put that picture up.
It.
Can you see it?
That's an H.
It's in the henna color. It's brown.
I gotta look at it
You
closer.
have to look
'cause
closer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, enough of this. Enough of this gab fest.
It's the view in here today.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the ring. I said I feel like Lisa G.
You're
It's like Lisa Gigantic.
You're the Sherry Shepherd of this group.
What is it, Evan? Yes, Evan, you're on.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, Perez.
Yes.
Yeah, would you ever bang that dude from Tokyo Hotel, or is he too effeminate for you?
You know that?
That is a dude,
The one with the
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
Is that a dude or a
Well,
girl?
it's a dude, but he has the most lovely manicure. I saw him up close and personal at the VMAs, and he claims to be straight. But,
Really?
But I mean, he looks like Boy George in the '80s.
Yeah.
Like exactly.
Gorgeous, yeah.
It looked like a hot chick to me. What do
I love
know?
it though. I love that he's European. They get away with more stuff there.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you are Beth's hero, and
Congratulations!
It's so nice to
Within
meet you.
days, how exciting! The
I know, he's waiting for me
finals
to slip, isn't he?
countdown.
do you know Perez gets up at 4 a.m. and works till like 4 or 5 at night?
Really? It's that-
No, and then I go to the
Stays
gym
home.
and then I come back and I work at the evening. But I love it.
Stays home from Sunday to Thursday. So.
He runs his
You're
own.
really successful.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
work
huge.
hard.
Everybody knows you.
You know, my mom's happy.
He hasn't had cock for 7 months.
Come on.
Oh, honey.
Perez,
That
how'd
was
it go,
fun.
man?
Can't believe we talked for that long. It's like what, like over a half hour or something? It was a good time.
So how'd it go?
It went wonderful. I mean, I was very happy to be on, and
You got to meet Beto.
I know. Hopefully I'll get a picture from the wedding or something. Maybe the
only
dress. I'll take the exclusive.
No drawing on it, though.
No drawing. I'll just put my logo on it. PerezHilton.com exclusive.
Now, she was giving you a little heat for being mean.
You know, I dish it. I could take it. I don't mind. I didn't say I'm not gonna ever make fun of kids again.
All right, so you had a good time, man?
I had a great time. Hopefully I'll be back on soon. Maybe
All right.
January when I
Yeah.
got the book coming out.
John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about the prank we did on the show this morning with Bobo and Sour Shoes as Pharrell, and little fucking JD, as usual, came out of his little cubby hole to rat us out.
Is Scott spending too much time on his comedy instead
Well,
of
yeah,
his,
that was
his day job requirements?
I would love
Clearly
to tell,
I am.
I would love to tell Scott who was responsible for that bit, but because he would love it. But it was so Howard was literally about to. Howard goes, "This just isn't funny," and he was about to toss it in the garbage, and then somebody in the studio just goes, "Oh yeah, that's the comedy of Scott and Ronnie." And Howard just went ding and pulled it right out of the garbage.
It's okay. You can say who it was.
JD.
Well, I always knew JD was a fuck anay, so what's the difference?
Well, JD, what did you do before the show? And then Scott can respond accordingly.
Well, Howard was Howard was about to get rid of the thing and go.
Well, wait. The thing is you should explain what it is.
The Sour Shoes pranking Bobo as Pharrell, whatever.
Right.
And Howard goes, well, this really goes nowhere. I'm not really going to do anything with it. And me and you are standing over there, and I just say to you, this is another Scott and Ronnie bit. And
it's all your fault.
And Howard liked that angle, so
love that angle.
And I'm sure Ronnie will love it.
Listen, not every bit that the professional writers write goes somewhere. I mean,
yeah, but they don't submit them all either.
Yeah, well, yes, they do.
Right,
I've heard them.
No, you believed in the bit, or you wouldn't have given it to us.
I didn't think it was hysterical, but I thought it was,
Well, that's a good. But Gary brings up a good thing. What are the ones he didn't submit?
I don't do bits, you fucking asshole.
You just did.
We pranked Bobo, and we just thought it was, It was something to play and see if Howard liked it. So we didn't like it. We gave it a shot. Howard says, always try. Give me stuff. If you think it's stupid, give me stuff.
Scott is
so
right.
I did it.
Scott is right.
So we did it. We pranked him. We said, all right, let's play it for Howard. That's all.
Now, Scott.
It's no big fucking deal. It was bad, so it's bad.
Now, Scott.
That's it. If he didn't like it, let him toss it out. I hear him play Dan the Parody shit all the time. Does everybody like that stuff? Come on. That's hack stuff. We know that. That doesn't go anywhere either.
So when he says, give me stuff even if you think it's stupid,
He
you really
always
took
has
that
said
literally?
that. The 23 years I've been here.
And you thought it was stupid?
I didn't think it was that I thought it was okay, and maybe he would like it just to have a prank on Bobo.
I liked it.
The video's funny because Bobo's standing there with the fucking chocolate on his head with the sprinkles, believing that he's talking to Pharrell.
Does it bother you that JD was the one who brought this out?
I don't care. JD's a good guy. He doesn't really throw people under the bus a lot. So
Now,
let him have
He
his...
didn't even really throw you under the bus. He just sort of
I know.
left. He goes, "Oh, that's the comedy of Scott." Ronnie Howard just picked up on
Now,
it.
JD, will Ronnie agree with Scott's assessment there, or are you going to hear a whole different side now that Ronnie will learn that it was you who brought this comedy on?
I'm sure it won't make Ronnie like me anymore than he does now.
What could make Ronnie like you more?
If I died and never worked here again. Or
Well, Howard's
something.
right. It should have had a punchline. Sour Shoes should have said like, "Ooh," something like that. It's not Pharrell.
Ronnie, it was brought up that the question was, why didn't you have Scott's back when Howard ran that whole tirade about him spending too much time on the comedy and stuff like that?
Why should I be on his back?
No, why didn't
Why
you have
didn't you
his
have
back?
his
Why
back?
should I have his
Well, you
back?
support me.
Did you guys do the bit together, sort of?
Yeah.
So why did you back up and say, "Hey, I thought it was funny too"?
First of all, I want to know why fucking JD is in the middle of everything I do, in the middle of my business with everything. I want to know that.
Was I in
I'm
Vegas?
getting really sick of it.
He really wasn't.
No, he's always in the middle of my shit, man. No matter this morning, the same thing.
What do you
I'm
refer-
eating,
what
I'm
are you
eating
referring to?
breakfast, minding my own business. Julie's trying to talk to me. I tell him to leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered now. This one's standing outside
Really?
the door. You're like,
I
you
saw
know
you
what?
talking to him. I was listening
You know
to what you were
what?
saying.
You're John Melendez with a stupid face. You know that?
You've been
Wait a
saying
second. John had a stupid face.
No, not as bad as this one.
I wasn't in Vegas this
Go
weekend.
grow your hair and go sit with your brother out there, okay?
I wasn't
go
in
sit
Vegas.
with John the Stutter.
I wasn't in
You look
Vegas.
like-
How can I always be in your business?
Get the fuck out. Yeah, well, you're jealous of that, too. Yeah, so then shut up and stay out of my way. And anyway...
You actually knocked into me today. And you said, "Get out of my fucking way."
No, I didn't knock into you.
You knocked right into me.
You're so busy running through that hall, fucking putting shit over on everybody, and you say you don't.
I was just standing there talking to John,
right,
actually.
Yeah, you always stay. I'm just standing there talking to John. Meanwhile, we hear you running down the hall like a little mouse, running to the board to tell him, oh, this guy just did this. This guy just did that. He just did this. He just did that.
Are mice quiet? To see if I was running.
Shut up. I'm sick of your face and you and everything else. Stay the hell away from me. I'm telling you. Just stay away from me.
Have I gone up to you
Because
today
somebody's
at
going
all?
to get hit, and I'm going to wind up losing my deal here. But you know what? It might be worth it.
Whoa.
Are you really that
I'm
upset
going
with
to kill
him?
him one day.
Really?
Do I hear the line, "I'll never forget" from the Ronnie show? he
Anyway,
said to me?
John.
Hold on, George.
He said to me,
I
he
got
goes,
nothing to say.
No, he's telling me
No,
something.
we're talking about Scott the engineer.
Hold on, let me
now.
just let him finish the sentence.
No, I don't hear anything.
No,
I don't care.
He said to me, "Look at your face, and you'll know why I want to cut your throat."
Because he's such a weasel, man.
Ron, did you
And
hear?
I still love him. I don't know
I don't
why.
care.
Ronnie, did you hear the beginning of the wrap-up show?
No.
So okay, so
I was in the car.
So we were
in
talking
the elevator.
Okay, so we were talking about how this evolved and how Howard started to make fun of you and Scott trying to do
it started out
comedy.
because Scott fucked up the microphone.
Right.
And otherwise, it never would have came up.
What John's trying to say is what happened was I played the bit this
No, it
morning.
would have come up because JD pointed it out to him.
How I played the bit for Howard this morning. Howard looked at me and he goes, it's not really that funny. And I go, okay. And Howard had literally was ready to delete it. And then JD goes, "The comedy of Scott and Ronnie." And Howard goes, "That's an excellent observation." And he put it back.
Well,
on
that's
his
what I mean.
page.
That's what I mean. He's in everybody's business. Everybody's business except his own.
You think JD's the prime offender and throwing people under the bus?
Oh, my God. Major. You don't even know.
We don't.
Really?
We don't know.
You guys could follow him around with a camera one day.
Like worse than like Jason or Will?
Oh,
or those?
much worse.
He
worse
called
than
him Stuttering
Jason.
John. There's no bigger
much
insult.
worse.
True.
There's no bigger insult than to compare you to Stuttering John.
JD?
For that particular facet of the show.
I don't think I'm as bad as Jason or Will. I'm
I
not
know
at that
you are.
computer constantly.
Okay, whatever. And who's standing over their head all the time? Who is it?
Well, Richard.
Who's the little
and Sal.
Who's the little feet I hear trampling through the hall every day?
Well, that's
running from the room into there. Hey, Gary! Hey, Gary! Hey, Will! Put this up!
Well, that's Richard and Sal too, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's you, pal. More than anybody else.
By the way, that was a fabulous JJ.
You're giving me a lot more credit than you know.
Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever.
Oh, they just.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Come here, Pharrell wants to talk to you on the phone.
Pharrell
wants to congratulate you. Seriously?
You serious?
Yeah.
Liz, have a good time.
John Scott.
Hey, Bobo, Pharrell's on the phone.
Hey, Phil.
Go ahead.
Bobo.
Hey, what's happening, Pharrell?
Hey, man, that was awesome.
Yeah, you like it?
How's your head feeling right now?
Oh, I'm telling you, man. It's just with all the sprinkles and cupcake.
No, before that, when you ripped it off, you self-indulged.
Oh, man, it was hurt like hell, man.
Dude, let me tell you something. I just got an email from Sean Scher from UFC.
Okay.
And he wants to do something with you. I'm totally serious because, man, he did some kind of thing like that before one of his fights.
Right.
Some guy that fought him had a toupee, and he ripped it off, and the guy was crying, and he can't believe that, you did all that live, right? I mean, that wasn't no bullshit, right?
No.
Wow. All right, so listen, I'm gonna.
Is that Pharrell?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool, man.
I'm gonna see what I can do. Would you want to drop everything and go out to Mandalay Bay with me on one of these upcoming weekends? Because we're doing a UFC get-together. Ronnie will tell you about it, right, Ron?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
We got Artie in here.
Artie wants to say hello.
No, he does a lot of stuff with the UFC. Can you pay him, though, Pharrell? Don't fuck around. Pay him.
Listen, when I hang up, I'm going to tell Lou to call you, and he's going to make all the arrangements. You remember the guy that answered phones with me, Nobu?
Yeah.
Well, he started making accusations that I don't pay up, and you saw what happened to him. But look, listen, I got to run because Gunner right now is screaming for more milk. But listen, I'm totally serious.
All right, well, how much? So, Bobo, call, give him Pharrell, give him a contact number because you'll make money with him. Yeah. That's true, yeah.
No, he said Lou will call you, right? I got Lou's number. Lou will call you.
Yeah, Lou and
We'll
Scott.
get it from
if you want to do something with him, that's totally fine with me on your end.
All right, Lou. We'll give Lou he'll get it from Gary. He'll get Bobo's number.
Now, Bobo, well, say thank you to him.
All right, thanks a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Hey, it's Gary Delabate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, John and I were talking about Ralph and his relationship with Howard, what's going on. You know, Ralph was saying earlier that he thought that Howard had changed, and I said he had. He got sick of Ralph. But we're just trying to figure out what's going on between the two of them, and we just take a bunch of calls and talk about it.
Apparently, Ralph is not on the good list right now. I think the way Howard explained it was Ralph was complaining that they're not really hanging out a lot. And Howard said, well, yeah, you sort of threw up in my house. But I guess it goes in spurts.
I think what Howard was really saying, he was a little irritated about that, but that they hang out in cycles. And I guess Howard didn't have as much time to hang out with Ralph while he was planning his wedding and getting married. And that must be very upsetting to Ralph.
Now, do you think Howard is frustrated with Ralph or Ralph is frustrated with Howard?
Well, clearly both. I mean, Ralph said Howard's changed. That's in Ralph's mind, the difference in the relationship is that Howard's changed.
I think we have that one. Hit 2, Teddy. If you missed it, this was Howard and Ralph talking about, well, who's changed?
Every time you've been to my home, it ends in disaster.
That's not true, but I understand. It's fine. I don't have a desire to go back there. I mean, it was horrible. That last time was just horrible.
All right. Ask a question. Ralph, seriously, do you understand or do you think that Howard's changed?
I think it's a little bit of both.
When did he change? What did he change into?
I don't know. It's like you're very different these days.
Good. Maybe I've grown up.
You're very man about town, Mr. Hamptons, Mr. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, geez.
And you're Mr. What?
Mr. Wonderful.
Sorry, I don't want a guy vomiting in my home.
See, that's also unfair because I was out at Howard's house one weekend when Robin and Ralph were there, and Ralph had a great time, and we were in the Hamptons, and he didn't seem to be annoyed that Howard and Beth were Mr. Hamptons.
Well, let's talk to Benny in Canada. Benny, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey, Benny.
It's Danny.
Anyways, it's just I don't like Ralph too much either, but it's just I think that Howard's been a changed man since his marriage too. You know, I think he's been hiding behind a little closet door, being a goody two shoes until he got married, and all of a sudden he's the old Howard that we got back now. You know,
I don't even understand what that means. So you're saying he acted a different way till the wedding, and now he's been acting different?
Yeah, like before he wasn't, you know, like the old Howard used to be. Like, example yesterday with Sandy, you know, he got all into it and started dancing and everything. A couple of months ago, he wasn't like that, you know. He was tied up Howard and he wouldn't open up so much. And last week you guys went out again, you know. Like it's like old Howard's coming back out, you know. Ever since he's got the wedding back locked in, you know. He's been like a good guy until he got it locked in, and now that it's locked in, he's old Howard again, you know?
Have you guys noticed Howard changing since getting locked in? Either one of you guys?
No. In fact, I mean, Howard going out last week, he could have gone out with a tamer group of guys. You know, it wasn't like he went out with his wild boys and they cruised the clubs and went crazy. He went out to dinner.
Yeah, he went out to dinner, but, you know, I don't know. I find that he's changed the last couple of
and
weeks.
Also, if you watch, again, I'm just saying I don't know that he's changed much one way or the other. If you watch him and Sandy Taylor dancing, they're only 10 or 12 feet apart from each other. You know what I mean?
Well, that's my opinion.
Okay,
that's cool.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you for your call, Greg in New York. You're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Greg.
Listen, this whole thing with Ralph, I mean, Ralph is upset because Howard is actually taking a little responsibility. He's got a wife now, and he's got to share time with her, not with Ralph. Ralph is just upset because he can't go over and watch Batman cartoons with him anymore.
Yeah, but Greg, I would buy that, except for the fact that Howard and Beth have been together for a very long time. It's not. I mean, yeah, they're Mr. and Mrs. and she's Beth Stern, but what's really changed there in terms of time?
Well, I wonder. That's a good question. I wonder. We should talk to other people too. Is Beth different now that she's his wife? This is what Howard spoke about when he talked about getting married. Remember, he talked about that.
Well, he talked about people's attitudes towards Beth.
Exactly. So is this Ralph's attitude towards Beth? Is that what Ralph is seeing?
What do you think?
Yes.
Really?
Well, I think Ralph. I'm not saying that Beth's attitude has changed. Maybe Ralph sees it that way.
Are you talking about new Beth?
I'm talking about Mrs. Stern.
Okay.
Do you follow what I'm saying? I don't think Beth and Howard have changed any way in their attitude towards Ralph, but maybe Ralph sees like, oh, now they're married. I guess I'm not as welcome.
Could be. I mean, Ralph's the only one who can answer that question, but I don't think so. Benji?
Well, about the whole thing about the weekend, doesn't it sound a little stressful? As much it kind of be neat to go to Howard's house for the weekend.
See, that's stressful for you, Benj. I've been there. Go there. Don't act like a jerk, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, but
Ralph had okay.
If I'm hanging out somewhere for a weekend with a buddy, I want to, and if it's not going to be that way, I'd rather just not do it. Just like wake up when you want to wake up. And this is what I say to my friends: wake up when you want to wake up. Eat when you want to eat.
You can.
And here's a key: just don't fuck around.
Yeah, but if you were the friend and you go, you know what? I don't want to eat now. I want to eat later. Or could you pack that up for me? Or it sounded like the way Howard described it, Ralph was taking advantage of the time.
Yeah, the other thing is, listen, there is a bit of a schedule there because I have someone cooking. The guy, he's not at your beck and call. So okay, we're gonna listen. Whether you have somebody cooking for you or whether my wife is cooking dinner, if we're eating at 6 and you show up at 8, you're being a jerk as a house guest. And if you think that's too stressful, I would say don't come.
And it's also not his first time there.
Right. And this is, you're saying you and your friends like the guys. But this isn't the guys anymore. This is come over to, I'm married, this is our house, come on over, and this is how we're going to hang. It's not a frat party, which is what you make it sound like. The guy comes over, come and go as you want. In other words,
I'm just saying, otherwise, for you, staying somewhere for a weekend, isn't that a little stressful to have to be under someone else's schedule?
No. That's how, when you go, listen, if I were to fly out to San Diego and visit a couple who's a good friend of ours, I wouldn't say, we're going to come and go as we want. They are on a schedule, and we're going to be on their schedule for the 2 days that we are their guests.
Unless they're the type of people who don't have a schedule, in which case it's free reign. But mostly, Gary's right. Like, if you come to my house, yeah, I sort of, I say have a good time, do what you want. But, if my kids are sleeping, I don't want you having night tremors or something like that.
If somebody comes over to your house for the weekend, you would say, hey, listen, we're gonna eat dinner tomorrow night around 7. Because everybody eats dinner at a different time. Somebody would like to know that. Now, if you think it's putting someone on a schedule?
I just think it's like a stressful way to spend like a vacation.
Yeah, but it's not a vacation, and you're unbelievably disorganized. And so I think for you it's stressful. You don't know when to go, when to leave, where to go. You get stressed out by parameters.
Maybe.
Which is actually makes you a lot like Ralph.
Hey, it's John Hine, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, Ralph shockingly called in to talk about his little tiff with Howard. But the big surprise was at the end of the show, Howard called in because Ralph pissed him off once again. And the fight continues, and we got a little more insight into their relationship off the air. And, well, listen for yourself. Here we go.
Go to line 11. Hello.
Hey, it's Howard.
Hey, Howard.
The thing with Ralph is no big deal. But the fact of the matter is, when he says nobody cares about him, I don't remember, I remember it a different way. He said to me, bang his head. I called him up. I said, why don't you come out and recuperate? And the fact of the matter is, for 2 days he didn't throw up. When he went to the hospital, like the last listener just said, when he went to the hospital, guess what? There was no concussion. He didn't have any concussion. For a guy who had supposedly a concussion, he was running around. He was smoking, drinking. He was so drunk that night, he couldn't even remember the night.
See, he says he wasn't that drunk.
He was drinking the entire day. And he was eating. He was so hungry from his not eating, because he never eats, he started to eat and eat and eat. He ate an inordinate amount of food.
Hey, Howard, Ralph's on the phone, and he wants us. He's got his.
The reason he vomited is because he overate and he drank and he smoked.
You want to hear Ralph's side of the story, Howard? He's on right now.
I know this side of the story. Go ahead. I don't care.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's an inordinate amount of food? Eating a wrap? And some potato chips?
You didn't eat a wrap. We had a dinner that night, and you were ravenous, and then you ate nuts the whole night in the basement with me, and you were just eating one thing after another, and desserts. You get so hungry from not eating. You think and listen, you're no skinny marink yourself. You got man titties now that are pretty big. You're a little chubby. So
well, it's not. No, I really don't. You're really much bigger than my man.
No offense.
No offense.
I'm a little heavy,
man. You might want to slow down on the food.
No, you're telling me to slow down. Let's face it.
Well, you're the one who's eating all day.
No, I don't eat all day. 3 meals. All I eat is 3 meals a day.
Why are you saying that I don't I don't remember the day? I remember everything that happened that day.
I know you were smoking all day.
I was not.
Yes, you were.
I was smoking. I smoked a little bit in the afternoon. I smoked some pot in the afternoon, like 12 or 1 o'clock.
If I had a head injury, I wouldn't be smoking, and you were drinking all night.
Yeah, I had some wine at dinner.
I thought you said you didn't drink.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
You're making it sound like I was drinking voluminous amounts of.
No, but you were drinking enough that you couldn't even You told me you were drunk,
and that's not. But do you understand that? Do you understand that that's not enough to make you black out?
When you went to the hospital, you didn't black out. When you went to the hospital, they took a CAT scan of you. There was nothing wrong with you.
And there wasn't, right? But I mean,
yeah, you had no concussion. You're telling everybody you have a concussion.
Wait a second. You're telling me. You're telling me that you could throw up in the middle of the night and not remember it, and that's not a blackout?
No, I said you drank, you smoked, you overate, and that caused you to throw up. Not a head injury. If you were throwing up from a head injury, you at the hospital, they would have said you have a head injury.
Right. I threw up that night in the toilet before I went to bed. I was awake. I mean, I remember everything about that day. So, except
Ralph,
when I went to
Ralph, you're always sick. There's always something wrong. Every time you've been to my house, you've been sick.
Well, maybe you just make me sick.
One time before that, you had diarrhea. Remember that?
Yeah.
All right. So that was a whole big thing. You had diarrhea. Listen, I don't mind. I'm just telling you. I have
irritable bowel syndrome, and you get me irritable.
What I'm saying is, I don't mind. I'm just telling you, you're a difficult guest. There's constant situations. You're either getting lost. You're screaming at people, "Where's my address?" You have to take buses back in the middle of the night. You can't find your home. You constantly, certainly saying to people, lunch is at noon and dinner is at 8 is very gracious, and that's not sitting and eating constantly. Most people have 3 meals a day. It's pretty much the standard. You don't have to eat the meals, but then again, you don't have to keep wrapping things up, looking for saran wrap. I'm just saying, you're high maintenance.
I did that once. I wrapped up a sandwich so I could eat something later.
Oh, and it's like, while I'm eating, do you know where the saran wrap is? Do you know where the ice is? Do you know where I can get a cup? Do you know where? I mean, Ralph, you're high maintenance. Just accept it. Well, you're high maintenance.
I don't know.
High maintenance.
You're pretty high maintenance yourself, Junior.
Well, but
all
I don't
criticism
leave
is self-criticism.
Well,
all
I'm high maintenance, but I stay at my own home. I'm high maintenance, but I stay at my own house. That's the difference.
Right, and so do I. So stop inviting me over.
I'm just saying you're a high maintenance guest, and I did stop inviting you over. That's why you're all ragged out.
No, it was the end of the summer. I didn't want to go back.
No, that's not the case. You said to me, I'm going to do everything I can to get back. I'm going to be a good guest. And you came out and you vomited all over everything.
Well, listen, wasn't I a good guest?
What do you want from me, man?
Wasn't I a good guest until I vomited? Come on.
Yeah, you were doing good. You were doing much better.
Everything was great until the vomit.
But Ralph,
Well,
you got to...
The vomit's a major thing.
Ralph, you got to say, when you say, wasn't I a great guest... You know, it's like when Stuttering John would be late, I'd yell at him, and then 3 weeks later, he's like, I've been late for 3 weeks. Howard yelled at you, you were a good guest for a month.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's always... It is never a trouble-free weekend. Never a trouble-free weekend.
I think I had 2 good trips before the vomit.
Go ahead, Ronnie. We don't have to... We can go. Now, Ronnie was pulling over, so I could keep arguing, but, you know, I just want to set the record straight. And by the way, and by the way, Ralph says things have changed. They haven't changed. It's just that Ralph started coming out to my house, and every time he came out was a problem.
I didn't say things changed. I still love you, Walt.
Yeah, same here. I'm just saying that it would be hard for me to have Ralph as a house guest. It's very difficult. Now, up until then, I never had a house where, when I started getting a house, I started to go out to the Hamptons in the summer, and I'd either rent a house or have my own house. I'd invite Ralph out, and whenever we'd have him out, there'd always be a problem. As Artie witnessed, as Robin witnessed, as a lot of people have witnessed. But if I had never had him out to my house, I wouldn't know the difference. I don't dislike the guy. I just say he's a tough guest.
Oh, come on. I'm so much fun. Please.
Howard, is the situation where when Ralph's out there, you're waiting for the next thing to happen? Like, you know...
Yeah, like Artie said, like, you know, we decide to go out, and then Ralph will make you wait till the last minute. He says, "No, you said we're leaving at 8 o'clock, and it's 7:59, and I'm making reservations to go to L.A." And you know, it's always like you're always waiting, and
well, I mean, if somebody tells me they're going to leave at 8, I expect to leave at 8.
You know, you don't start making reservations for L.A. at 7:58.
Let me tell you something. Being early is just as annoying as being late. Like you have this passive aggressive thing where you like to show up places early.
There's a lot of people, I'm sure, who want to invite you over. I'm just not one of them.
Right, and I have problems.
I'd be happy to hang out with you anytime, as long as you don't have to sleep over. It's a pain in the ass. But anyway,
why did Ronnie go drive you into the Hudson?
No, man. I got to jump out. As a matter of fact, let me see what's doing here.
What's doing there?
Let me see. All right, Ronnie, I'll see you later.
Ronnie, ride the brakes. Yeah. Ronnie, ride the brakes.
Be quiet. Oh, man. Oh.
Bounce him around. Bounce him around, Ronnie.
Unlike you, I've been up all morning, so I'm a little slow.
Oh, you're so cranky. You should start getting up at 8 o'clock, man. You'd be much nicer.
All right, boys, I'm checking out.
All right, man. Thanks for calling.
Later, douchebag.
That was fascinating.
So I guess that's what those phone conversations sound like between the two of you.
That was a wrap-up show exclusive.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, fans called in and asked why me and Sal haven't been on the show as much, which led to Howard Stern himself calling in and explaining that less is more. Check it out.
Howard he goes through phases of where he's really interested in certain people in the office. Like right now, it's JD. JD's in the spotlight. Howard loves JD. JD can go in and he'll never get yelled at.
Do no wrong.
Do no wrong. It used to be me and Sal, 2 or 3 years ago. Howard loved us, and now I think Howard's kind of like, me and Sal, he could do a little less with, and he loves JD.
The truth is, we've run our course. We've exhausted all of our stories.
We probably should have signed you to a 3-year contract.
Probably. And
are you guys jealous of JD?
No. I mean, it's
not
the
JD,
guy deserves it.
not JD, but the attention that he's getting, I should say.
Not at all. I mean, I remember days at K-Rock where Howard really didn't ever have JD on, and JD doesn't like being on the air, but I'm proud that I'm happy for him because the poor guy works here, 15 hours a day. The least he can get is a little attention on the air. It's, I'm happy for him.
In K-Rock days, Richard and I would, and even Gary, would cram JD down Howard's throat. And Howard would be like, I just don't get that guy. I don't see it.
I can tell you the day. I know the exact day that the switch got flicked on. Howard had seen the movie Napoleon Dynamite, and I had given it to him, and I go, you got to watch this movie. And he had it for a couple of days, and then one day I said, did you see the movie? And he goes, oh my God, that's JD. I go, you're kidding. He goes, I didn't actually see that when I watched the movie, but Howard goes, it's JD that works for us. And I think once he made that connection, I think he saw him as a much more interesting on-air character.
Yeah, and that was right before we came here to Sirius, and then JD just kind of blew up when we got here to Sirius.
Was the mugging before or after that?
Before.
Before. That was part of the transition too, when the mugging story.
But
on the air.
it's interesting that John and Gary bring up something. In your honest opinion, Gary, do you think Howard leaves the show and says, well, I haven't talked to Sal and Richard in a while? I don't even think it phases him. I think he is set, he does his thing, and that's it. I don't think he recognizes it like you guys recognize
you want me
it.
to? Are you asking me to boil it down to does he ever think of you when he leaves here?
Absolutely, and I would say no, not one bit.
I think he thinks of you as terms of bits, but I don't
not
think
of me.
I don't think he says, "Oh my gosh, not enough Richard and Sal today."
Right. Well, you guys have brought that up. You go, well, you guys have been a little low-key.
I think that's more incumbent upon you guys to make it happen than it is for him. You guys used to come to me constantly with the bits, and you just seem to be quiet.
Well, you have to remember, you've made a lot of changes, Gary. First of all, we were invited into the commercial breaks by Howard. He wanted us involved. Right. And then you said it started getting a little too busy, and you preferred that we take a step back from that. So we respectively have. So I think just not being involved in those little commercial breaks where we would sometimes give them little tidbits of what's going on in the hallways and our personal observations, we kind of leave ourselves out more and more and more.
Long after you guys got left out of the commercial breaks, because that got squashed fairly early. And I'll tell the audience, the only reason why I did it during the commercial breaks is the only time I get to talk to Howard about what we're going to do next, what guest is coming up. Will has to prep Howard on all the notes he took for a guest. And it started to get very crowded there because you guys were sometimes commenting, sometimes joking. Sometimes they would tell jokes that would turn to a side conversation that would keep us from getting the work done. So that's the only reason why. But long, after you weren't in those meetings during the commercial breaks, you were still on the air a lot, asking to come in a lot. I don't think that slowed anything down.
But also, a lot of it is, too, we get yelled at a lot for trying to pitch our stuff, and we kind of feel like now we want to lay back and not.
Who yells at you? Who yells at you?
You do.
But how?
You say that I'm password aggressive or passive, whatever that is that you call me, and you say that when I'm pitching my stuff, I'm bugging you. So I kind of feel like we want to lay back a little bit and not seem like we're
you're still not
bother.
You're still not answering the question because most of the stuff had to do with what was going on the air at that moment. You guys would run in and go, "Oh my God, we have a great idea. Why don't we do this with that guest? What do we do with this?" And I haven't heard that from you guys.
We really are under the genuine impression that Howard doesn't like us being as crazy and edgy as we used to be. It's not like the old days where Casey would come in and say, drop your pants, let's see those fried eggs, let's see those bongos. It was not the old days where you would kind of toy around with a whack packer to an extreme. Howard's a little bit more laid back. He's a little more respectful to his guests, which I, admire him for doing that. And me and Richard are a little too out of control, I think. So we're a little bit better contained and in a situation where it's pre-planned. Like, we're going to have a bit, and Sal and Richard will do this, and then they will leave. I think that makes Howard feel a little more comfortable.
But why wouldn't you keep asking Gary and let Gary say no?
Well, we do, and in most cases, I think Gary thinks like us, like, well, that's a little too over the top, lay low.
Well, a prime example of how things have changed, and this was one of the funniest things ever, but it happened off the air, was when AC/DC was on, and Sal was carrying a guitar amp. I had my cock out in the hallway, virtually, like getting ready to pull my cock out to go in and play
cock rock. Me and you were going to play cock rock.
We were going to play AC/DC songs on the guitar with my penis.
And Gary was the leader.
Gary was leading us into the studio to play. All of a sudden, you see Howard waving everybody back,
like there's a fire.
Go away, and then Gary starts waving us back in the hallway. Go back, go back.
It was like watching a snake in a Chinese parade, and like 7 people trying to turn around. They're absolutely right. Howard waved us off.
There was a time where, I might go in, you're talking about Lisa G, and one time I had a theory that Lisa G doesn't have sex because she might have mangled pussy lips. And because everybody was thinking, what could it be with Lisa G? And when I went in, like I would say to Rich, I would say to Gary, like, okay, yeah, do that. But Howard's not really that impressed by that stuff. He's more offended by it than like finding it to be interesting and funny.
I think that you're also you're really like down at the bottom. Like instead of saying she's got mangled pussy lips, it might have been funny to say she's got deformed labia.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you're
but
just
that
so...
would be on Dr. Ruth on the Howard Stern show. It's mangled pussy lips. I mean, that's how we look at it.
All right.
And so I think we spook Howard a little bit more. So we're sensitive to Howard's thoughts on his show.
Howard, is that you?
Yeah, I was just thinking about something here. I tuned in late, so I think Richard and Sal were saying that the show has changed and that they can't be as crazy as they used to be. Is that the gist?
Yeah, we were saying they seem to be quiet lately. We wonder why they're not on the air as much. And they were saying that they think that maybe their ideas are a little over the top and you're not as into it.
No, I mean, listen, here's the thing I've always said to them. Sometimes not everything they do is funny. So what I try to do is regulate what they do, but I've never regulated them, and I've never said to them, any of your ideas are too crazy. I said, let me hear your ideas. You sit in the meetings, Gary. We hear their ideas, and I'd say, 80, 90% of their ideas are approved. I don't know what this whole thing is blaming me that somehow I changed.
I think they're talking more, Howard, about what goes on during the show when guests are in, and I think that they're saying not that they're regulated, but
they're not, though. They always ran it by you before they came running into the studio.
And I think that they're saying that more than it used to be, their ideas aren't being approved.
Oh, by you?
Well, or by you, by me or you.
What idea hasn't been? Tell me, give an example.
Well, they were just talking about when AC/DC was here, they were going to come in and play the guitar with Richard's penis. And
well, I approve that. The problem was when AC/DC was in, and they were just like, oh, shit, man, that was just going to bum out the whole interview, slow the whole thing down. Sometimes in the moment, what we planned doesn't sound as good because of their reaction and what it's going to do to the interview. The interview was going along great. We gave it a shot, and I could just read the look in the room and know to move on. It was going to just slow everything down.
Richard and Sal, come on, you guys have a forum to talk to Howard.
That's Howard. That was exactly my point. I said, out of respect to you and out of respect to your guests, sometimes we have to weigh our options and not do something that would offend the guest and be too over the top. But we never said you never deballed us or deregulated anything that we do. It's just that we just pick and choose our spots, a little closer now.
I like that. I like that because to me, the process of integrating Sal and Richard into the show, for me, was to take these two guys who had never worked on a show before and somehow put them in so that they didn't become disruptive, so that the audience wouldn't hate them, but that the audience would enjoy when they came in. So you try to put them in a way that won't interfere with everything we're doing with some guy, ending up, smelling each other's taint.
Right. And that's what we brought up. And we brought up that we do pass it by Gary, and it does go through you. And that, again, things are approved by Gary, and if we think it fits the flow of what you're doing, then we execute.
But Sal, why don't you be upfront? You did say earlier that you thought that Howard is not as interested in your wild antics as he used to be.
No, I didn't say not interested.
And that is the part I heard, and I said, that's a lot of bullshit. In fact, you should pitch as much antics as you possibly can and not worry about what my particular reaction was.
No, Howard, wait, it wasn't stunts, Gary. I made a point that, Howard, you have a tremendous amount of respect, like you always have, to your guests. And now
you said I tuned in. You said I changed, and
not in that sense.
I've always kept an eye on what you do. Listen, it wouldn't be the Howard Stern show if I let Sal and Richard run, wreak havoc over the show. I mean, the fact of the matter is, we would have a huge problem. There wouldn't be any room for what is the Howard Stern show. So you have to regulate everyone. I mean, I don't.
Right.
I don't give anybody carte blanche.
Well, I think a lot of it for us is, too, we've done so much crazy stuff since we moved to Sirius. It's getting harder and harder for me and Sal to come up with crazy stunts that haven't kind of already been done. And that's what we're kind of laying back a little, too.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the fact is, if you don't have something funny, you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? When it hits you, it hits you.
Like, there's only so many things you can do with your penis, and we've done a ton of stuff since we've been here at Sirius, and we don't want to kind of repeat ourselves, too.
Good.
And we're trying to...
I think you're on the right track.
Right. Oh, thanks.
We know, Howard, that in most cases, less is more. It's better to have less and execute something good than have a bunch of shit and just throw it against the wall on your show and see what sticks.
Now you're talking. If you were this reasonable with your wife, everything would be fine.